okay, Aunt Jean? Just trying to keep my head on straight.
Yep, I told that lady at the coffee shop to just give me the whole dang coffee pot.
Yep, how are you, Aunt Jean?
Struggling. Girl, I don't feel confident using this fancy Loom, Zoom, whatever it is. Working remotely, honey, for Aunt Jean just feels so different than working in that office.
Have you thought about taking an improv class?
Child, now why would you think I would do that? I need help at work. I'm funny enough as it is. Right?
Yeah, of course, you are certainly funny, Aunt Jean. But improv classes can help develop other skills. Improv can help folks build confidence or just be better public speakers.
Girl, I'm a working woman. I do not have time for a full 8-week class.
You don't have to. The new training center Blueprint allows you to take 1, 2, 3, or even all 8 classes. If you only have time to take 1 2-hour class, then you can sign up for that one. You can also bundle your classes and save money.
Well, I do need more help. Plus, I have some hilarious jokes to share. Have you heard
that classes start February 22nd and that folks should sign up ASAP if they want to reserve their spot?
See, your mama didn't raise you right, interrupting your elders.
What did you say, Aunt Jean?
Nothing, child. Where do I sign up?
Well, Aunt Jean, just head to cscchicago.com. If you're still unsure, you can always schedule a time to chat with someone from the training center to help you figure out the best path.
Okay, honey, I gotta find my glasses that I lost again. I'll see you in class, okay?
See you in class, Aunt Jean.
Hey, my name's Jesse Gomez, host of the upcoming movie trivia game show, Person, Place, Thing. It premieres Thursday, April 15th at 7 p.m. on the Comedysportz Twitch channel. My best friend Carlos Diaz created the game, and my buddy Miguel Lepe Jr. wrote it. And each week, I'm going to invite 2 contestants to test their movie knowledge. And you can play along at home as well. We'll give you the person, a place, and a thing from a movie, and you've got to come up with the title.
Hi, I'm Allie Vollmer, and I'm the host of the newest show, CSZN Squares. We'll take 9 crazy characters and trap them on a tic-tac-toe board where they have to answer trivia questions. And our 2 contestants will have to determine, are our characters telling the truth or are they lying? And the contestant with the most points wins. It's simple. It's stupid. It's CSZN Squares. You'll find us Thursdays at 8 o'clock following Person, Place, Thing, only on CSZN Chicago.
Oh, hey there. I was just playing some nighttime jazz here in Chicago. Speaking of nighttime, late night is our favorite new nighttime time of night. We have brand new shows for subscribers only, airing right after our 9:30 match. They're old throwbacks of classic 70s game shows like Super Password, $10,000 Pyramid, Card Sharks, and more. Tune in every Saturday directly after the 9:30 p.m. Comedysportz match and make sure you're a subscriber so you can take a spin of the late night roulette. touched this in 20 years.
Hello, Gladys. Gladys Pumpernickel. It's me, Nana Hannah.
You want my Nana.
Hmm?
Hannah, you're not my Nana. You're just Hannah.
Oh, you're such a stinker, Gladys Pumpernickel. My fans on the Twitch call me Nana Hannah. It's my stage nom.
Oh, you have fans?
On the Twitch.
You have Twitch?
I bet you need me to tell you what a Twitch is. Well, here's how it all started.
No. I'm Pumpernickel Up the Jams 42. I stream NBA 2K.
Oh, Gladys, how wonderful for you and your family.
What do you stream on Twitch?
Comedysportz.
Is that an MMORPG? Or is it more of a battle royale situation?
Gladys Pumpernickel, I have no idea what you're saying right now, and I have the right mind to go get an old priest and a new priest and march right over there to bring you some of my world-famous salmon bread, of course.
Oh, I do love your salmon bread.
Anyway, Comedysportz is improv comedy, and my adorable grandson and online winner Jason sometimes plays and tries to make funny voices and characters. It's so much fun. There's barns burning and people speaking in tongues. It's a real gas.
Sounds like a real hoot.
It's a humdinger of a good time.
Sounds like a real rap.
Shenanigans.
Is it quite the bee's knees?
A real hullabaloo.
Oh, the cat's pajamas.
It's a fiasco.
Well, that's a real bowl of spicy salsa.
Jazz. Yes. That's enough, Gladys Pumpernickel.
Oh, well, I'll connect my Prime account right away so I can get them some subscription money.
Gladys, are you a robot?
No, I just mean when you connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, the account you subscribe to gets some funds, to help them operate.
Oh, and I have to pay for that, yes?
Hannah Bananasworth, do you know nothing?
No. And I have never heard my last name until now.
If you have an Amazon Prime account, then you can connect to Twitch for free. It's like a little tiny donation to the theater.
Oh, that's so nice. How do I do it?
Oh, I'll explain it for the blue hairs in the room. You go to gaming.amazon.com. Now, if you haven't logged into your Prime account, do that now. I know you're already confused, Nana. Now, you should see an option in the top left corner to link your account. So go ahead and do that and sign in to your Twitch account. It'll give you a little confirmation box. Go ahead and confirm. Okay, you're not going to be giving government secrets away. Hannah. Now, once you've done this and you've confirmed, you can go to twitch.tv/CSZN Chicago. And in the bottom right by the video, there's a little purple box. Press the purple box, Hannah. Now scroll down until you see subscribe for free with your Twitch account. It's that simple. And now you're subscribed. It's done. You finished it. Just like I finished this while we've been talking.
Oh, wow. That was easy like Sunday morning.
You haven't had a Sunday morning since '87.
Oh, Gladys, you're so bad.
You're bad.
Okay, I'm going to tell everyone I know about this magical way to raise money for the Comedysportz. It's so easy, even a Nana could do it. I'm a Nana.
I'll tell my stream as well. Now, let's talk about your Twitch handle. I'm thinking Hannah Bananas in Pajamas falling down the stairs.
No.
I'm thinking Nana Hannah Barbarian.
No.
Nana Boo Boo.
Ooh.
Nana Bananas and Nana
Maybe.
Hannah Bananasworth Foster.
No.
I stand up for Nana Hannah.
Gladys Pumpernickel.
Nana Hannah.
Hello! Hello, hello, hello. How are you? TGIF, am I right? Remember when that was a thing that... Oh, hang on. Alright. I had to make sure things were muted. Because it was a wild time. Welcome, loyal fans. It's so nice to see you. Well, not see you, but like, see you in my heart. Actually, on that topic, I would love to know who is here with us tonight. So if you could, I'm gonna make you a little poll and you can tell me, why does it not like me when I do this? It's not letting me do a poll right now because everything hates me. Wait, I did it. All right. Okay. Now we're back. There's a poll. Fill it out and let me know if you're new here or not so that I know who's here. And whether it's your first rodeo or whether you know all of these bulls by name and you know all of their strengths and that all of them look good in red and blue. In the meantime, I'm just waiting for this to come, these results to come in. It looks like we got a lot of regulars. We got some new folks. This is fantastic. Let me explain to you what you're about to see. You're about to see comedy sports. Is it improv comedy about sports? It's not. It's improv comedy played as a sport. Two teams going head to head for your enjoyment, and at the end of each moment of the match, you will get to vote for which team you loved and laughed at more, and you will do so by using this poll feature that I will do better at next time. And so that way you can make sure, you got to make sure to always look at the top of the chat so that you know that you can vote. The chat space, what a great segue, Natalie, is where you will be giving your suggestions for the match tonight. So let's practice, let's warm up. We've got the players in their virtual locker room warming up, so let me warm you up. Let's drop some things into the chat. It's Mother's Day this weekend, so give me some activities that would be like a dream Mother's Day. It could be something that you've done for Mother's Day that you really remember and enjoy. It could be something you would love to do. If you are a mother, it could be something that you wish your kids would treat you to. Some great mother-daughter activities. Ooh, I'm seeing some going to a Broadway show. Ooh, a cruise. While we're talking about the cruise, what are some activities that you enjoy doing on vacation? While we're on the topic, we can throw some of those in the chat. I'm gonna wait, but I'm also not gonna wait. I'm gonna trust that you guys are all giving me fantastic suggestions because I believe in you, like my mother believes in me. Joke's on her. As you're tippity typing those suggestions, you should know that at Comedy Sports we have fouls, just like at insert sporting event here. One such foul is a brown bag foul, and at Comedy Sports we pride ourselves in delivering a show for all ages, and as such, we'd rather you not shout things that you might hear at popular sports team games. In fact, on Twitch, we have the help of our brown bag bot watching the chat, who will warn you that if you have violated the rule, and will let us know as well. So if you get flagged by the brown bag bot more than once, you're out of here, or other sports reference. But fair is fair. It can also be called on the players, so you'll hear more about this later, but if while making up delightful comedy for you, they slip up and say something lewd, crude, or the ref doesn't like their tood, our ref will call a brown bag foul on them, and that could result in humiliation and loss of points. So let's all just keep it cool, guys. Keep it cool. All right, all of these suggestions that are coming through are lovely, so thank you for those. And thank you for being a part of the Comedy Sports community, the CSZN community. We can do so many great things together. In fact, if you were not aware, CSZ has a resource page which is full of information that we can all use to continue to learn and grow and possibly donate our time and energy to worthy charities and causes. We recently updated our resources page with links to groups that are mobilizing against the growing violence against our Asian American communities and organizations that are also helping with COVID relief both locally and abroad in areas that are getting hit very hard by the pandemic, such as India right now, who is facing the worst of the worst. You can type !community into the chat for a handy link to the CSZ Chicago resource guide and help us help others in need. Now let us help you with some laughs tonight. I'm going to pop into the virtual locker room and see if our players are ready to take the field, but I think it's time for the main event. And now, loyal fans, put your hands together at home and drop some 6s and 7s in the chat as we welcome the fierce competitors of tonight's match. On the visitors' bench, it's the Bougie Rougies. First in their lineup, it did hurt when he fell from heaven, but he's got some great health insurance. It's Chip O'Quan! And when I first met him, I thought he was Australian because he meets all of my qualifications. It's Nick Hasselbrock! And finally, in the captain's chair, if she was a phaser in Star Trek, she'd always be set to stunning. It's Charisse Johnson! And on the blue bench, representing your hometown heroes, it's the reigning champs, the downtown Chicago Bosses. It is a shame we're virtual because if you could feel his jersey, it's made of husband material. It's Lee Russell! Eager to make some plays. I hope she knows CPR because she just took my breath away. It's the one and only Allie Stark. And does anyone out there have a side of ranch? Because if he was a vegetable, he'd be a cucumber. It's Captain Louis Cordone. And now show your respect with a sea of emojis for your referee and call Spotify because she's this week's hottest single. It's Ref Bethany.
That is the best introduction I've ever received. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to Friday night. We're here to have a little bit of fun. Natalie gave you a lot of great information. How you doing tonight, girl?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. What's you doing?
Good, perfect. I am also doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to get straight into the action here. As Natalie mentioned, there is the brown bag foul. There's also a technical foul where if there's a technical issue throughout the match, I will call that and I will take points away. There's also a number of fouls that could come up throughout the match. And as the referee, I'm the one in charge. I keep the games moving along. I keep the match on time for the most part, despite what Ryan Ford would put in show notes afterwards. And I blow the whistle. So I'm in charge. And I think with that, we've gone over everything we need to do. Let's have some laughs. Let's have some fun. Type some 6s and 7s in the chats and get my captains to the screen. Hello, Captain Louie, Captain Charisse. Please greet each other.
Hello.
Perfect. Excellent. And an ambulance is going by as we speak, and pretty soon my dog will start howling. There it is. Thanks, Annie Dog. 2 points to my dog. All right. I can't mute right now, so we're all just going to have to deal with it. All right. Captain Louie, Captain Charisse, in order to determine which of you will call this opening head-to-head, we are going to do the time-honored coin toss of the Thunderdome, where the two of you will go back and forth in a category of my choosing until one of you makes a mistake. Now, I asked you before the match what were some topics that you might be interested in. We came up with cereal, we came up with Oscar movies, but then I thought, what's gotten me through this pandemic and what do I want to hear more about? And that is the Food Network. So I would like you to go back and forth listing Food Network shows or personalities. And if at any point you're wrong, I will know, I will blow my whistle, and the other team member, the other captain will get to challenge the team to this next opening head-to-head. Do you both accept?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. What?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I thought you said absolutely, and I was like, that's great. You should use that all the
in my back
time.
pocket for later.
It's perfect. All right, so we are going to start with the bosses because you have the home screen advantage. Again, it is Food Network shows or personalities. You will go back and forth. I won't call you out. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin. Louie, go first.
Oh, Yara De Laurentiis,
Guy Fieri.
Bobby Flay,
Barefoot Contessa.
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Cupcake Wars.
Oh, okay. Hell's Kitchen.
First of all, that's almost a brown bag foul, but I'm going to let it slide. Hell's Kitchen is on Fox, and my screen froze at some point in there. So, Charisse, sorry if you should have lost, but it's actually Louie. Charisse, you get to call this first game.
Perfect. I was gonna win anyways. So
Thank you.
Yeah. I would like to challenge the blue team to I Can Do Better.
Ooh, Captain Louie, do you accept?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Captains, field your teams. So to get them started, go ahead and give me a suggestion in the chat of a location that you go to maybe only a few times a year. Maybe you only go to Home Depot once or twice a year, something like that. If you don't own a home, less likely. If you own a home, you're probably there every weekend. So what we're going to do for the game of I Can Do Better is I will have 2 members of the red team up and 1 member of the blue team up on the screen, and they will be doing a scene. But at any point, a member of the opposing team can yell,
I can do better.
Do better. Thank you, Charisse. Thank
You're welcome.
They're familiar with the game, I swear. So they will yell, I can do better. I will then hear what they can do better. I will either accept their challenge or I will decept it. If I accept it, they will take the place of the character and the scene will continue. The team with the most players remaining on the screen at the end of 2 minutes will earn 5 big points and start off this match in the lead. So let me get 2 bosses or 2 bougies and 1 boss on my screen, please. And I will grab. Oh, excellent. Perfect. So your suggestion, great. We're going to start with Nick, Charisse, and Louie. Your suggestion for this is common Chicago a thrift store, the Brown Elephant. The Brown Elephant is going to be your suggestion for this game of I Can Do Better. I have 2 minutes on the clock. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Oh, I'm quite surprised. I really thought elephants were grey.
Oh, well, down here in Australia, they're a lot more different.
They do look quite different.
I can do better.
Louie.
Oh no, I
Or
can
sorry,
destroy-
Lee. Sorry.
It's okay. I know, man. We're both L's. I can destroy the Australian accent better than Nick.
Oh, gonna be tough. Let's see it.
Everybody's all different Australia.
Oh, crikey! I understood completely what you said, mate. I definitely.
Did you that?
my Kensington, what you got?
No, I've just been looking at these elephants, and you know what?
Oh,
Based on the
Getting
camera-
better.
Chip.
I can browse through elephants more realistically
Then who?
than Louis.
Okay, yeah. Show me.
I've been looking through these elephants. I've been trying to find one that's gonna fit in my
90 seconds.
Oh, mate, show me one. Hand me one of the elephants.
I'm gonna get you an elephant right now.
There you go.
This
Oh,
little
I can do
elephant
better. I can
here.
do better.
What do you got?
I can hold an elephant better.
Okay, let me
Than
see it.
Therese.
Let me see it. 60 seconds left.
Oh!
Don't you think that would go great next to our credenza?
No, because the credenza doesn't have this perfect.
I can do better. Okay, I'll accept it. I can fawn at the camera better than Allie.
Oh, show us. 45 seconds.
Huh, this elephant, so heavy in my arms.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. The elephant.
I can do better.
Charisse,
I can hold a prop better than Lee.
please,
Oh.
please. 30
Boy,
seconds.
look at my prop that I have is to feed the elephants.
I was having trouble deciding between this mid-century modern
I
elephant
can do
and
better.
Art Deco.
Allie.
I can have a harder time deciding than Chip.
Okay, show us.
I don't know.
I can do better.
Yeah, Louie.
I can do better hand gestures than Nick.
Okay, show us.
Ooh, do I want
15 seconds.
Listen, somebody's got to feed these elephants, mate.
I can do
They
better.
need to eat.
Lee.
I can be a better chimney sweep than Charisse is being right now.
Okay, yeah, let me see it. We got 10 seconds left.
Oh, somebody's going.
I can do better.
Yeah, Nick.
I can show more of my left hand in the camera than Allie can.
Okay. Sure.
Right, that's a big
5 seconds.
Do better.
Charisse.
I can pretend to almost faint better than Louie.
Okay, show us. 4.
Do better.
3. Allie.
I have both a left and a right hand.
I'm seeing Nick both of Nick.
Oh no.
Oh,
Does that mean I did it? Did it?
You know, Rough Bethany.
I don't think she ever accepted it, so...
I'm gonna declare the Rudy Booties the winner.
No!
My internet connection is unstable!
And so are you.
Natalie, who was left at the end of that? What happened?
It depends on whether or not you accepted Allie's.
I did not accept Allie's. I did not accept Allie's. So that goes 5 points to the bougies. I was looking at both of Nick's hands when she challenged.
I mean, they were 2 hands.
That's tough. Is that what the audience wanted? It doesn't matter. Here's the other fun fact, Natalie. I closed my Twitch window because I think it was slowing my computer down. So we're going to see. You might be on suggestions selection.
Great.
Great. Perfect. We'll see what
I
happens.
almost had to close my Twitch window for the same reason, but I fixed it.
Excellent. We're going to see what I can do during the next game. Let's get our captain, Charisse, on the screen.
Hi,
Wonderful.
Captain. Oh my gosh, you're not a captain. I'm a captain.
You're a captain. I'm a corporal.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that higher? I hope so.
I don't
All
think
right.
so.
I don't think it is. All right, Captain Charisse, you guys, despite technical difficulties for me, I am at a minus 10 points so far. You're at a plus 5. What do you want to call to keep this train pushing down the track?
Well, the bougiest of us would like to play good, bad, worst advice, but Mother's Edition.
Ooh, excellent. Field your team.
honey.
And now, if Ryan Ford will allow it, I would give a bonus point to one of the bosses to potentially host this game.
Ooh.
I don't know how we would know if he'll allow it,
I
so
feel like
I'll
he
say.
could just choose one and put them there.
Oh, he could.
He has the power.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. We're gonna hope. Oh, I pick one. Who wants? Captain Louis, for a bonus point, would you host this game of Good, Bad, Worst Advice?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
For a point.
For a point, absolutely, to the screen. Oh, look, here he goes. I disappear. I am going to work on my technical situation. Natalie's going to help you out with suggestions, but I'm going to allow you to take us away.
All right, so folks, we have assembled three. Everyone's mother is lovely, but we've assembled three lovely mothers here. We're gonna go down this panel here. So let's see. We'll go ahead and introduce. So, first mother, we've got here Nick. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Oh, am I frozen?
We're not frozen on Twitch. We're just frozen for us right now.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, you mentioned Nick, but he doesn't exist anymore. Because my name is Shonda. Shonda D. Rhymes. That's right. I am not the famous movie and television writer, but I do own a thrift store in Mobile, Alabama. And I think I'm wearing the same lipstick as our announcer, which is fun. I went to Chicago and I got this cup from Starbucks.
That's amazing, Shonda. Moving on to our next mother, we've got. It doesn't look like it's Charisse. It is.
Oh,
Introduce yourself.
hello. My name is Evelyn Badu. Of relation, yes, to Erica Badu.
Awesome. Well, Evelyn, nice to have you. And our third mother, who are you?
Hello, my name is Karen Karenson, and I have a lot of things to say. I have many opinions.
Amazing, and we're about to hear some of those opinions right now. So, go ahead. What questions do we have? Let's see. Natalie, are you able to see some of those questions coming in?
They're starting to come in. A good place to start as ever would be what should Mark Wilder get his mom for Mother's Day?
Very topical. What should Mark Wilder get his mother for Mother's Day? We'll start with Shonda.
Yeah, I'll take this one because I give great advice, so don't worry about it. Every mother wants to be reminded that her children love her on Mother's Day for the sacrifice that your mother put in while you were growing up as little children. And there is nothing better that a mother loves than a Starbucks cup from a city that she once visited. Look at this. It has all of the famous locations that you would see on Chicago. Like, well, it's hard to read. They make the type so small. But oh, they have a little Ferris wheel, and my husband Don, we went up there. The tickets were $18 to go on that Ferris wheel.
Oh wow.
But the cup is real nice, and
you know, Chandra, keep looking at that cup. I'm gonna go ahead and see Evelyn.
It's microwave safe.
Oh, interesting. Evelyn, do you have any advice on what Mark Wilder should get his mother for Mother's Day?
Yes, I do, friend. Listen, your mother wants to be on another elevated plane. She wants to go to the celestial realm on Mother's Day. And for that, you need to get her a $15 Salt Rock lamp that may or may not come from Home Goods.
We like the ambiguity of an origin story here. Going to Karen Karenson, what would you say?
Well, I'm about to go through the celestial roof because I would just like for Mother's Day a competent barista who can get my order right the first time. Thank you.
Okay. Duly noted. Duly noted. Natalie, do you have any other questions coming in right now?
Yeah, we're wondering how to teach our mothers how to use Uber.
how to teach your mothers how to use Uber. It's very important if you need a car at a given moment's notice. We'll start with Evelyn. Any advice here?
Yes, child, yes. Listen, what you need to do is upcycle a bicycle. Friend, get that exercise inside and outside of your body. Let the spirit run within you. And if you have to take an Uber, make sure it goes on and on and on and on. And you know what I'm saying.
I do. That's a very holistic approach right there. Karen Karenson, any advice on this?
I don't trust Uber because my rating is currently a 1.4 and falling, and I do not know why.
There's always time to improve, but thank you for sharing that moment of vulnerability with us. Shonda, how you doing? Any advice here?
I'm good, and I'll tell you, I am the one to answer this question, okay? Because when we went to Chicago, okay, we had to walk everywhere. Now, my doctor, Mr. Williams, he's from New York City. Now, he has me on these glucosamine pills for your joints or something. I don't know, but I'm supposed to take 2 a day. And my legs were killing me because we were walking everywhere. So we actually had one of them nice baristas at the Starbucks. She taught us how to do it. And all you do, they have a button where you click where you're at, and then you got to pick where you want to go. That's the key. But it's real simple. It's just like playing Candy Crush. I'm sure you all know about that. And it's one of my favorite games. And they go anywhere. And sometimes you get, one time me and Dawn were up there in Chicago, and we got picked up in a Lexus.
Oh, wow.
And it's time! What an exciting match this has been, my dear. How am I doing?
Honestly, it's just so good to have you back.
Thank you. Also, please give Louie 2 more points for a total of 3. That was some excellent work on the fly, and I do appreciate it. So
Wow.
what does that bring our score to?
That brings our score to 2 points for Annie, 3 points to the bosses, and the Bougies are in the lead with 5 big points.
Whoa, and I'm still at -10, right?
Yup.
Yep, okay, great. Okay, perfect.
But you're only 10, I see.
Oh my god.
I didn't even use the first part of that pickup line. I just
You didn't need to. I'm blushing. Okay, get Louie back to me. Oh, Louie, my saving grace, thank you so much. You now have an opportunity to challenge against that game that you helped them out with. What would you like the bosses to play?
Oh, yeah. So we are going to play the time classic of Oscar-winning moment.
Ooh, excellent. Field your team. It's a interesting choice, though, because if you release this early in Oscar season, is anybody going to remember when it comes to the voting? But we're going to see, because if you all remember, we had the Oscars this week, and when normally they do clips of the movies, they didn't really do that this year for whatever reason. But when they do the clips, they always show the really intense moment that got them that nomination, and that's what we're going to see tonight. The bosses are going to be doing a scene, so get me a suggestion of... Oh, give me either an old-timey location or an emotion, and I'll see what I like best. And I do think I have my suggestions, Natalie, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Okay.
So they will be doing a scene using your suggestion, and at any point I can blow my whistle, call one of the players, and ask them to perform their Oscar-winning moment. They will then have an opportunity to really show you the acting chops that landed them on this comedy Twitch stream. So, perfect. We've got some great suggestions. We've got our bosses on the screen. Oh, I do like this. A very sad saloon. A very sad saloon. It took an emotion and something old-timey that I prefer. So, very sad saloon is your suggestion for this game of Oscar-winning moment. Bosses, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Begin.
Hey, boys. Are you here
Margaret?
for a good time?
No, not at all, Margaret. I lost my horse, Betsy Ross, today.
Betsy.
I
Yeah.
lost 40 pounds of jerky.
Well, what are you gonna eat, Buck?
I don't know. Jerky's like 70% of my body at any given moment, so I guess I gotta try a new food group.
Your poor beefy body. I guess it can't keep me warm no longer.
No, no longer. You see, I have to be realistic about my body type, and that body type is no more there.
That's it. That's it. No more there.
No
Classic
more there.
body type.
Lee, Oscar-winning moment.
So many body types that you hear about. Rubenesque, statuesque. So rarely does somebody come along and open your eyes to what's really going on with our bodies and the types that they inhabit. Here I am lamenting the death of my horse, Betsy Ross, and you come along and show me a world that I didn't know I needed. A world where a big beefy boy like you stop eating all that jerky and become that classic body type.
Boys, I'm so sorry. But I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna be working the saloon no longer.
The sarsaparilla spirilla?
No, I'm not gonna be at the sarsaparilla no longer. I have to go.
Well, where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna live?
My daddy told me that we're leaving the West.
The West?
To go further west.
Further?
How much further west can you go than Cali?
In California.
I'm learning to swim, boys. I've been using all my saloon dollars to learn to swim.
Allie, Oscar-winning moment.
When I was just a starting saloon girl, you know, giving people peanuts, giving people some liquid, preferably beer, but it was typically just well water. I didn't know how to swim. So I saved up my coins. And I started paying them down at the local just little pond. I don't know who I paid him to, I just fed him to the water. And I pushed him in there and I said, "Water, teach me to swim! Teach me to swim!" And I flung my body into the water and I said, "Water, catch me! Water, catch me!" And you know what happened? The water caught me. And now I have to go be closer to the water. I'm going to be the water. And I'm going to swim as I swim can swim.
So you learned how to float. Wow.
So I know how to float.
That's an accomplishment, you know, I can't claim. I tried to float, and with my previous body type, I couldn't do it. Gosh. Now I have an idea.
Oh.
Louie, Oscar-winning moment.
You ever see a tadpole? One that just emerged from its egg. And it's just swimming away. And you're wondering, do you think? And you realize that the important thing was not that the tadpole thought or not, or thunk or not. It was the fact that it evolved. At one point during its life, it sprouts 2 legs. Those legs lead to a body. And that body leads to a frog. You know what I found? I found a renewed version of my life where I'm on a lily pad and I've got to hop onto a rock because that rock will be stable. And that's what I've been looking all my life. I've been looking for stability, and what have I been doing? Eating jerky day after day. When you know what? I could apply myself and be a blacksmith.
And that's time! Okay, now you have seen two fantastic games from our teams. We saw the Mother's Day Good, Bad, Worst advice from the Bougies, and we saw the Oscar-winning moment of the Bosses. So now Natalie is tip-tapping away hard at work putting together a poll, so you guys will have to choose which of those teams will get 5 big points. As a reminder, while she's doing that, the scores are Bougies 5, Bosses 3, Annie 2, and me -10.
But that's okay, because if you were a Transformer, you would be Optimus Fine.
Oh my gosh, are you just full of these?
I might
love
be.
it.
I'm
I
full
love
of
it. Oh my gosh, I hope you have them on sticky notes on the side of your laptop. Or
I
they're
had
just
to close that sticky note because it was slowing down my left.
I meant a real one. That's how I'm 36. Oh, look, this is a tight one. It's a tight vote. There's a lot of channel points being awarded here.
A lot of weight being thrown around with those channel points.
Yeah.
Hey,
Also,
tune into more matches, and you too can vote multiple times the Chicago way.
Yes. Oh, I think we have a winner. Give it to us, Natalie.
Our winner is the blue team with the Oscar-winning moment.
Pew, 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 pew! What's that bring our score to now?
With some quick math that I didn't do myself, that's Bosses 8, Bougie Rougies 5.
Excellent. Let's get our captains back to the screen. Captain Charisse, Captain Louie, please greet each other mid-match. Great, excellent. Hello. All right, so we have a tight match together between us. And Captain Louie, you are in the lead. We are playing this match in the country of America where we let winners keep on pushing right ahead. So I'm going to let you challenge the Bougies to this next head-to-head round. What do you want to play?
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and play some Jimmy the Pigeon.
Ooh, Captain Charisse, do you accept?
I accept only because I love pigeons.
Are you still Erica Badu? I love it.
I love Erica Badu.
I do too. All right, let's field our teams, and you can call Tyrone, but you can't use my phone, y'all.
Exactly.
All right, for Jimmy the Pigeon, let's get some nouns in the chat for some suggestions. Some persons, some places, some things. And the way this is going to go is, obviously, you've seen us do a lot of very intense acting today. And now we're going to go straight for the joke. And the setup is going to go like this. Did you hear the one about Jimmy the Blank? Which in this case will be banana. And Natalie will say, No, I didn't. And the punchline will come and it will be something like, well, I can't tell you now, I got a split.
Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Excellent. So at the end of the match, or at the end of the game, you will once again vote on which of those jokes and punchlines you enjoyed more. So I will call out the players Burn Box style at my pleasure. Natalie, why don't you pick out our first suggestion to get us started?
Oh, okay. I would like to start with mail carrier.
Mail carrier, like a post mail, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I love it. Mail carrier. Players, are you ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Chip.
Did you hear about Jimmy the mail carrier?
No.
He went postal.
Allie.
Did you hear the one about Jimmy the mail carrier?
No.
I heard his end was signed, sealed, delivered.
Hasselbrock.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy the mail carrier?
No, I did not.
Oh, he got licked.
Lee.
Oh, wait, did you hear the one about Jimmy the mail carrier?
No!
Oh, it's gonna take a while because the mail system is really stinky over here.
Topical, Louie.
You hear about Jimmy the mail carrier?
No?
Well, let me tell you, he would envelop you in love.
Oh, romantic. Cherise, close us out.
Did you hear the one about Jimmy the mail carrier?
No?
Oh, I did. They put a stamp right on my heart.
We're falling in love with this guy, and I like it. I like it. All right, you know, we're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna take this. I love this suggestion. So GWAT223, nice job. We're gonna take insurance policy. Jimmy the insurance policy. Lee.
Oh, whoa, did you hear the one about Jimmy the insurance policy?
No, I didn't.
I bet you didn't. You gotta read that fine print.
Oh! Chip.
Did you hear about Jimmy the insurance policy?
No.
He's wanted in all states.
Louie.
You hear about Jimmy the insurance policy?
No, I didn't.
He was a band formerly known as Out of Pocket, Maxim Mumford and Sons.
Nick.
Did you hear about Jimmy the insurance policy?
No.
He wasn't liable, but they still shot him to death.
Okay, you know what? Let's. I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna change it to Pixar movie. Natalie, I'm gonna come to you, so put one on deck for you. Pixar movie. Players, are you ready? Let's start. Cherise.
Oh, did you hear the one about Jimmy the Pixar movie?
No.
It was a really sad movie, and they shouldn't have put it on Disney Plus because I cried the whole time.
Nick.
Hey, did you hear the one about Jimmy the Pixar movie?
No, I didn't.
Well, let me tell you, it was incredible. He was a good old dinosaur, but then they ran him over with a car.
Allie.
You hear the one about Jimmy the Pixar movie?
No, I didn't.
I heard he's doing really good in life. He really moved on up.
Lee.
Oh, whoa, did you really hear about Jimmy the Pixar movie?
No.
You should go check with Wally. He knows.
Louie.
You hear about Jimmy the Pixar movie?
I did not.
Oh, if you really heard about it, it would turn you inside out.
Ah! All right, let's get a new one. What you got, Natalie?
Oh, I gotta take it. Close-up magician.
Close-up magician. Close-up. Next one, players. Chip.
Did you hear about Jimmy the close-up magician?
Wish I had.
Yeah, he
Lee.
Oh, did you hear about Jimmy the close-up magician?
No, I didn't.
He is the bane of my existence.
Cherise.
Did you hear the one about Jimmy the close-up magician?
No.
No.
Oh, well, so, he's an ace.
Allie.
Do you hear the one about Jimmy the close-up magician?
No, I didn't.
Oh, he's really only fun at a bar at 2 a.m.
Hasselbrock.
Oh, did you hear about Jimmy the close-up magician?
No, I didn't.
Well, he's playing some cards with the guys, and he tried to do some sleight of hand. So they shot him to death.
Now it is time once again to come to you, our loyal fans, to vote on which of those two teams you preferred, whether the murder jokes of the bosses or the murder jokes of the bougies wet your daytime or dateline whistle, so to speak.
Got that pole rolling. I wanted to let you know, Bethany, that I'd love to take you to the movies, but they don't let you bring your own snacks.
I haven't heard that one.
Neither had I, and I got excited.
Oh, that's so perfect. Also, we didn't sound check me screaming this today, so I wonder how Ford did on that. Also, I think it's worth noting and sharing with the fans, as I like to do, is I worked out for the first time in 14 months, and the inside of my elbows is really sore.
Good sore.
Looks like we have a winner. Who is it?
The winner is the inside of Bethany's elbows and also the Bougie Rougies.
Whoa! That's 5 big points to the Bougie Rougies. What does that bring our score to?
That brings our score to Bougie Rougies 10, Bosses 8.
Excellent. This is a tight match going in to our hallmark game, our flagship game, the only game that is played in every match across every comedy sports in the world, and at least prior to the pandemic, we have 2 in Europe, so we can say that. So we are going to play the hardest game in comedy sports, 6 things. In order to do that, captains, each of you need to send one member of your team out of the room. I need to pause for these sweet transitions. I'm just
Thanks, my
chatting
husband
away.
made them.
I love, oh my gosh. Wait,
Wow.
you're married this
We don't
whole
have
time?
We don't have to talk about that. There's still time for us.
Captains, you've just sent one player out of the room. I said that before, but now we're on the right screen for it. What would you like to do? No. See, here we are back again.
I will let Louis go first.
Louis,
I'll
who
go
you send?
first. So I am sending out Lee.
Excellent. And Captain Charisse, who are you sending out?
I am also sending out our greatest player, which is Chip.
Chip, excellent, class of 2013. Everybody say goodbye, Chip, goodbye. Louis, they are now without their headphones. So what we're gonna do is for the game of 6 things, Natalie was very sneaky and got 6 excellent suggestions from you at the top of the match. So we are going to take those active activities, and the opposite teams are going to have to get them to guess each of those activities and all of their replacements. But it's way too easy the way it is now. So we're going to have to go ahead and get some suggestions to mix those up. So are we ready to start grabbing our first suggestion?
I think so.
I think so. Perfect. So the first one is getting a pedicure, I believe, getting a pedicure. So when you're getting a pedicure, first of all, we're going to take away the toes. And they're going to be this, let's give me a suggestion of what's like a cool barnyard animal. I've been watching a lot of TikToks about barns. So give me a good barnyard animal. And then what is a food you love to eat on like when you're really living large? Something like maybe a rich person might eat. Perfect. Oh, I forgot that I did 2 things that were similar and I was like, who is eating llamas? But now I see what I've done. So, but you know what? I will take, okay, so your toes are going to be goats. Your toes are going to be goats in the pedicure. And the manicurist is, this is a little bit close. That's fine out though. Is going to be tiramisu. Tiramisu is the manicurist. Perfect. All right. Natalie, hit me with your best shots.
Well, I'm doing what I do best, and that's eating at a buffet. So what I need from our loyal fans is I need a suggestion of a book you love. Just a book you love. And then if I also could get a suggestion of if I were a superhero or a supervillain, who would I be?
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm already loving this. So we're at a buffet, but the food that we are eating is Game of Thrones, and which also, like, kudos if you read those, they're behemoths. And we are at the buffet with, I love all of these, and I love that most of them are villains. We are at the buffet with Poison Ivy.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good one. Also, I really hope buffets come back soon. That's when I'll know nature is truly healed. For number 3, captaining a shrimp boat. Captaining a shrimp boat. Let's get a suggestion. What is a horror movie that you love? Like maybe one of the franchises. Give me one of those horror movie franchises. And then also, let's get... what's like an idea? Or what's an emotion that you have? Another suggestion of that. Perfect. Okay, great. So, captaining a shrimp boat. The boat is going to be the Scream movies. So, Scream. And then your, let's see, the water is going to be, oh my gosh, give me some emotions that are not 14
it's Friday,
syllables.
Guys. Like,
it's Friday. Oh, you know what? I like this. The water is sass. The water is sass. That's fun. I don't think I've ever seen that given as a suggestion. So, have fun, bosses. All right, Natalie, take us to the next one.
I like it. I'm gonna go play at a piano bar. Can I get a suggestion of like a mystical object or artifact, like the Elder Wand or something of that ilk?
Cool.
Some object that's imbued with power. And then can I also get a suggestion of a classic rock band? I'm gonna just dance to this hot beat while I wait for these suggestions to come in.
It's a hot beat.
I need a classic rock band, and I need a mystical object or artifact. Fantastic. So we're at this piano bar, but the piano itself is the invisibility cloak, and the music that you're playing on that invisibility cloak are the hot jams of there's so many good ones here. I'm gonna say the hot jams of the Eagles.
Oh yeah, you can never leave, baby.
Can't. So many have tried.
I love it.
To leave the Eagles.
So many have tried to leave the Eagles, but you're always back. They always, as soon as you think you're out, they pull you back in. All right, so the next one is a road trip with a dog. And also 5 and 6 are a little bit harder, although I'll say we haven't been going easy on them so far. So let's give me a suggestion. Who's a Marvel or DC superhero that's also like not Thor or Iron Man? Like give me a little bit of a deeper cut, but not so deep that I don't know who it is. Perfect. Give me that. And then also give me a country in like Eastern Europe. Give me an Eastern European country. And this is how we'll make it hard. Perfect. Oh, okay. So we'll do okay. So the dog, your dog is going to be the wasp. And then you're going to be going on a road trip to, let's take Romania. Why? Yeah. It's a hard one. Cool. Natalie, close us out.
I'm closing you out with an emergency tracheotomy. Can I get a suggestion? I love books that have maps in them. So if you could give me a fictional world, that would be fantastic. One that might appear in a map of your of a book or in the little insert of a DVD and special features. And then I just want to ask, What celebrity, male or female or non-binary, do you think I think is attractive?
Ooh.
This is what I want to know.
I haven't had a good celebrity crush in a while, although I did recently watch Sherlock finally, and that young Benedict Cumberbatch.
That young Benny Cumberbatch.
And he's aged well, or certainly better than most Englishmen.
Aged great for a Brit. The correct answer to all of these is David Tennant or anyone wiry with a large nose. But I will say that I am performing an emergency tracheotomy in Terabithia, and I am performing that on. We'll go adjacent because he's still a Scot. I'm performing it on James McAvoy.
Okay, there you go. There you go. 5 and 6 are tough, tasty treats. All right, so let me get these locked and loaded. It's such a good view when you get to see the side of my face like that. Perfect. All right, excellent. So I have them locked in. And as I explained, what is going to happen is each of the teams are going to have to get their guessers to get each of these activities and all of their replacements. So Natalie, I think you can let them know they can come on their way back too.
Okay.
You're killing it.
I should have already done that.
No, you shouldn't have. This is the time. This is the moment. So what's going to happen is the team's going to get them to guess each of these activities, but they can only use mime. So like French karate, and they can only use gibberish, which is an entirely made up language like French. It means nothing at all. No one understands it. So they're going to use those two things to get the players to guess that activity. For each one they get and all of their replacements, they will get 5 points, except as we mentioned, clues 5 and 6 are worth 10 big points. So it truly is going to be anybody's match here. So we've got our guessers coming back. I tried to dab earlier and my inner elbow really hurt. So that's fine.
How aggressively were you dabbing?
Not that aggressive. I think I need to stretch. I guess. I don't know. I've got all weekend for it, really, after this.
You gotta stretch. Stretching is important. Stretching,
yes.
Drinking water.
Oh, that's also a thing I'm bad at. So, also, too, while we're here, everybody get your vaccines. Cool. All right, I think we've got our guessers back. I think we're ready. Excellent. We are at our 6 things. Is anybody else hearing that music behind them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Just making sure. All right, so we've got our bosses on the screen. They also have only 90 seconds in which to guess this. If they do not get it in that time, then the opposing player, Chip, will have an opportunity to steal. So bosses, for your first thing, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Begin.
Oh, ne ma che sei tosce da massa. Oh, ne se pe. That's ça, parle de sué. Oh, c'est le Oh, but it's a good spell. But it's a whoop. But it's a very good.
How much time?
You have 7 seconds.
7 seconds left. 7 seconds left. Lee, for 5 big points, what are you doing?
I'm swimming in an ocean of time, feeling good about that. I got 7 seconds left. Of course, I am in that getting a pedicure. Delightful. My feet are not my feet because I'm old school. Too old school, really, because I got 2 little goats. Got 2 little dead goats as my feet. And now the person giving me the pedicure is not just any old person. No. I am getting who's talking to me right now is a sentient stack of pancakes.
Oh!
That's who's giving me the pedicure.
You're very
sorry,
close.
what?
You're very close. So you are getting. You have 7 seconds left. I'll tell you. You are getting a pedicure. The goats are there. You got to clean up what they are, and you're not right on the manicurist either. All right.
Okay.
7 seconds to clean up, players.
Do it.
Yeah.
Pedicure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time. That is time. Lee, for 5 points, give it to me. What are you doing?
Well, it's nap time for this because I'm getting a pedicure. My toesies are goatsies, and the pedicurists themselves are an Italian crepe.
Oh, that is not correct. You were very close. Chip, you have an opportunity to steal. From the top, what is it?
Sure. Getting a pedicure. However, my toes are fainting goats, and my pedicurist is tiramisu.
Oh, you were correct on tiramisu, but it was just regular goats. Your toes were goats. No points awarded. I expect perfection.
Whatever.
I expect perfection. Those goats were fine.
Oh,
On a thing too.
Okay.
Give me my bougies. That was close, though. That was close. Give me my bougies up here for 5 big points for your next one. For thing number 2, players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Skip it a lot. Number skip it. Skip it a lot. Skip it a lot. Skip it a lot. Skip it a lot. Mama. Skip it a lot. Skip it a lot. Skip it up. Skip up. Skip up. Skip up. Skip up. Skip up. Skip it a lot. 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 Cool. Skip it a lot. 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 Ah,
30 seconds, 30 seconds. Five, four. 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left. Chip, for 5 points, what are you doing?
I'm going out for ice cream. I'm in. My location is inside the show Game of Thrones, and I'm with Batman.
Ooh, you are so close on each of those, but you are not correct. Game of Thrones is in there, but everything else needs to be cleaned up. You got 3 seconds. You can do this. Players. 3. 2. 1. That's time. That is time. Time has expired. Chip, give it to me.
Yeah, I'm just plain old eating ice cream. I'm in the whiniest place in Game of Thrones. You know what? I know that's wrong. Let's move on. And I'm with Bane.
Okay. No, Lee, you have an opportunity to clean up. None of that was correct. You got worse from the beginning.
Right.
Lee, what is it?
I'm clearly going out for ice cream with a friend. The ice cream is Game of Thrones wine flavored edition. And of course, my companion is none other than Catwoman with a rash.
Oh, that's so close. No, you were doing one of mine and my father's favorite things to do. You were eating at a buffet. The food was Game of Thrones, and you were with Catwoman with a rash, aka Poison Ivy. So you're not wrong. Honestly, if you'd have gotten everything else right, I would have strongly considered giving that to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but not feigning goats, because that's...
No, because those goats were alive. Number 3, go to 3.
Feigning goats are alive.
Oh my god. For number 3, players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Begin.
Splooshy, 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 splooshy. That's all Bazzy do.
Ora seré. Uno para que tú. Oh, ¿quieres sepa? Oh, sí. Ahora para que yo. Oh, savate, po. Mene papa, tiene bene. Perché resti? Oh, para guys, date. Ora vai se.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Aparece, aparece. Para que eso, ¿Jora mena? Para que eso, güey.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Tope te seco, apeto, no apetece. Era.
15 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Lee, what are you doing?
Of course, I am the captain of a sardine ship, and we are getting sardines. We are fishing for sardines, deep sea fishing for sardines, because we're awesome. The boat itself is not a boat of any normal thing. No, it is Home Alone. It is Home Alone, and of course, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm excited to say it. The ocean that we're floating on is all attitude.
Oh my gosh, you are wrong, but you are right. You're very close. You're very close on each of them. You need to clean up what kind of a boat that is, and then what the boat is and what the water is.
Yes.
So you have 15 seconds. You're very close on all of them. Follow your logic. All right.
I'm following my. Like I said. Espérate.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. That is time, Lee. That was the best 15 seconds of cleanup I've ever seen. What do you got?
Beautiful.
It's pretty simple. And my bad, guys. I totally say it now. I am on a fishing boat, fishing for tuna specifically, of course. The boat itself is the Scream, the famous painting, the Scream. And the water, it is attitude of a sorts, but it's more I'm feeling myself attitude, as they say in French, je ne sais quoi.
You know, you are still just like a fly hovering right around the ointment, but you're not quite there. Chip, you have an opportunity to clean up. What do you got?
Yeah.
Steal.
Sure, I'll do my best. I feel like I'm captaining the SS Minnow. However, the boat is the Scream, and the water is famed actress Jack Hay of 227.
No, that is again not correct, but very close. You are captaining a shrimp boat. I don't know who eats tuna like this, but that's fine. The boat was Scream the movies, but I would have taken, I guess, Scream the picture. And the water was sass, baby. Sass. All right, let's go to number 4. No points on the board for 6 things yet.
Hey guys, don't worry.
We got this.
They're getting harder.
Yeah, they're getting harder. You got this.
Bring it on.
All right, are our bougies ready?
Oh yeah.
At 90 seconds on the clock, players, begin.
Oh, skid about. Ascabaras.
Oh. Asamada? Oh, Asama Kasamada, Asashomada, Adumada? Oh, Asama Asama.
Mi iskemana, labara, dabara, labara, waba, skabra, skabra. Skabra,
1 minute, 1 minute.
What? Skabra, kababa. Skabra. Wah. Skabra. Allah sabara, lama, libanama, sabara, alabana.
Yes, Kamanaka.
30 seconds.
It's a Katamana and a Tamana and a Simina and a Tamana Madaba. Oh, Samakaga.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Check. For 5 big points, give it to me.
Yes. I have just blanked on the activity because my brain is exploding. I want to clean it. I want that to be cleaned up in like. Oh! I'm back. I'm all back.
Okay, he's got it.
I'm playing a little lounge piano music because I'm a lounge pianist. My piano is the invisibility cloak, and the music is of the Eagles.
That is 5 big points to the bougies. A lounge is the same as a piano bar. I will accept that. I will accept it. I'm not totally made of cruelty.
Oh.
5 big points to the bougies. Let's bring our bosses back on the screen.
I think you're made of sugar, spice, and everything nice.
It's me. Oh. Okay, so bosses, you've got 90 seconds on the clock. This is thing number 5, which means it is worth 10 big points. Have some fun, y'all. Players, you ready?
Yeah.
Ignorant.
Begin.
Tu le quieres me. Pero que no solo. Entonces, tu le me.
Isabella.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Ten seconds. I said, 10 seconds. No time. Time has expired. Stop speaking French gibberish. Lee, for 10 big points and to pull into the lead, what are you doing?
I think it's fairly obvious, and I'd like you to take the opportunity to tell me. All right, I'll tell you then. What I am doing is taking a family road trip. And of course, I am driving because I'm the daddy. But the family dog is not the family dog. It is Superfly. That's right, it is Superfly. And the thing that, of course, I know exactly what it is because it's so flippin' obvious. It is, of course, the map that I'm looking at. It ain't no regular map, baby. It is, in fact, an Italian screaming at me.
Oh! That's honestly, you guys are pretty close. Say what you see. Chip, that's not right. Can you have an opportunity to steal it?
Yes, so I am going on the family vacation, and the dog, I'm going to go with Superfly there. However, I am actually, the location that we're going to is not Italy.
Yep, that's right. So, no, you did not get 5 big points. You were on a road trip with a dog. The dog was the Wasp, and you were going to not Italy, which is also known as Romania. I think that was
the only country that isn't Italy.
Yep, it's not Italy, but it's got Roman in the name. All right, so number six, we have our Bougies in the lead. They're going to win this match, but they have an opportunity to gain more points for playoff seeding. So, Bougies, 90 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Begin.
Skip it a while. Skip it a while.
Okay.
Skip it a while. Skip it a while. Skip it a while.
What's that?
One minute.
Thirty seconds. Five. Okay, 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. I think we're gonna come back to clean that up. What do you got, Chip?
Here we go. I'm administering an EpiPen to my anaphylactic friend. I am actually in the movie Iron Giant, and I'm with James McAvoy.
Wow! You know what? You're with James McAvoy. That's true. That is 100%.
What else do you need?
That is a fact. Okay, so
James McAvoy is with me.
Yeah.
Wow. Script.
Nailed it. All right, you have 5 seconds. You do need to clean up what the activity was.
Yeah.
And your location. Players, you're so close on that activity. Begin.
That's
time. Chip, for 10 points to close out the match, what are you doing?
So I'm resuscitating my buddy who's passed out. And of course I'm with James McAvoy, but I'm actually in the land of Oz.
You're so close. You were with James McAvoy. You were in Terabithia.
Can't Lee steal?
Oh my god!
They could win if they steal.
Oh my god! You're right. Lee could steal. Lee. Shoot, I said it, but
It's not Terabithia. It's not Terabithia.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. That's true. It's not. There's more to it.
Natalie, thank you for the catch. Go for it.
Fun fact. I am saving my friend's life by cutting his throat a la Anaconda, apparently, even after he's going in. He can't breathe, so I stick a thing in his throat. I'm just like, thing in your throat. That's what it looks like he's going for. So then I am, of course, the location is a bridge over Terabithia. I think that's what it's called. I don't care. And I'm with James McAvoy, whose throat I slit to save his life.
Was it a tracheotomy?
It is. It is a tracheotomy. It is Terabithia, which I gave you guys.
It's
and
not
it's on
Italy.
James
Not
McAvoy. What is our current score?
Our current score is the bosses have 8 and the Bougie Rougies have 15. So if you let Lee take that, the bosses win.
I can't do it. He would not have gotten Terabithia without me. The Bougies win! The Bougies win! And I am -20 on this match.
Oh boy. Oh, well, you guys, you heard it. Give it up for your new winners, the
real roller
Bougie
coaster.
Rougies. Give it up for your winning team. Well, first let's give it up for your losing team, losing by a decent amount. That's our hometown Chicago bosses with Allie Stark. He doesn't know where Terabithia is. It's Lee Russell.
Where is it?
And he's happy to be here. Absolutely Cordone. And of course, give it up for your winning team, taking the champs. It is the Bougie Rougies. He came through clutch in 6 things. It's Jippo Clan. Please, somebody perform a tracheotomy. It's Nick Hasselbrock. And I'm pretty sure it's actually Erica Badu, but it might be Charisse Johnson. And you know her, you love her, she needs to stretch more. You're right, Bethany or Emily. And also always give it up for Ryan Ford and Ryan Mira on the keys. Thank you so much for coming out. Stick around for a D&I talk with Susan Harmon. And remember that Catwoman with a rash is Poison Ivy. I've been your announcer, Natalie Younger.
CSZ DNI Talks deals with serious topics, adult themes, and may contain explicit language. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another session of Comedysportz Chicago's DNI Talks with me, your host, Luis Cortez, a longtime Comedy Sports player both here and in LA, and also now I am our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. Now, we started this talk show a while back to introduce you not only to our ensemble members and their stories and their experiences within the improv world, but also to make conversations like this a lot more normal. We normalize them within everyday conversation, and then therefore when they come up, they don't feel so awkward, and we can actually make some leeway towards being able to have a very inclusive sort of conversation. Now, today I am joined by someone who has actually been here before. We had a nice long conversation the last time she was here. But Susan Harmon is back today because we are going to talk about a very special topic. May, as you may or may not know, is Mental Health Awareness Month. And aside from being an incredible improviser, Susan is actually also involved in the mental health world. So today we're going to have a little conversation about that. But first, Susan, how are you today?
I am delighted to be here, so I'm great.
Awesome. I'm very glad that you are here. Now, before we dive deep into the topic of mental health, could you tell me and the viewing audience a little bit about your background in this?
Sure. Well, some of you might know me specifically from Comedysportz in Chicago, where I get to act a fool with Luis, which is delightful. But in my real life, I wear a couple of other hats, and one of those is as a licensed therapist. So I am a licensed a licensed practicing counselor, an LPC, fun little set of initials after my name. But yeah, I see clients in sort of a private practice. I've been doing that. I've been in the field for probably about 5 years, and I've been really actively seeing clients for about the last year and a half. So before that, sort of kind of connected to mental health, but not quite as directly. I was a minister, specifically working with college age folks for about 10 years. So edging up a little bit those kind of big, serious conversations. But yeah, I've been a therapist, listening to people chat in this world, having these conversations on Zoom, and it's been great. So this is an issue that is near and dear to my heart because I think that we don't talk about it enough, even though I think we're getting much better about sort of breaking down the stigma, but the better we can get at it, the more we can sort of normalize everybody just trying to make it through this crazy world on their own in their own way.
So, how would you say that your mental health work has intersected with your improv work?
Yeah, so running joke is that like they both overlap kind of continually and constantly. I would argue that being an improviser has made me a much better therapist just because you never know what you're going to walk into in the room. You never know what someone's going to bring you. And it's really essential that you like create that space where someone is going to come in and that they do not feel judged no matter what comes out of their mouth and no matter what is going on in their life. And sometimes we can just, because of either things that we've done in our own life or our own past experiences, it might not be a judgment, but there can be a little bit of a reaction to something. Which of course, when you're on the other side of that as the person like receiving therapy and you watch your therapist like start at something, that is not ever what you want to happen, because like this is literally the space where I'm supposed to feel safe, saying and getting things off my chest. So being an improviser, like, it's great because I'm like, yeah, of course, that is exactly what you just said. That is an absolutely normal thing. I think has helped me suspend a lot of judgment. It helps me like meet people where they're at in terms of what they're going through and like adjust to my energy to sort of figure out, okay, in the same way that like we have to, when we come into a scene, it's like, okay, Luis is playing a really high energy character. I'm going to need to sort of like figure out a way to match that in a way that's going to complement it. I have to do the same thing a lot of time in therapy, kind of continually. I'm still always me, but how I show up will really depend on sort of what people are responding to and what's going to be helpful for them. Some folks want someone who's cracking jokes. Other people want someone who's really serious because they want to feel like the room is sort of really calm. And so that flexibility has been great. On the flip side, so my partner Leslie's running joke has been like, I left ministry, but then I just became like the improv chaplain because I would be at the bar late into the evening. And when people sort of like get a drink or two into them post show and they feel like opening up, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're talking about your whole life. Okay, yep, we're doing it right now. So there was a while that we joked that it's like, okay, can I get practicum hours for this? No, but I love it, and I think that's the thing, like. When I get to have those great moments with people having, whether it's a serious conversation where for whatever reason they just kind of gravitate to me, or us just like joking but having like making a comfortable space for them to chat, that makes me a better performer because it means I'm going to be that much more comfortable with them later. So it's been great.
And how would you say let's see, I want to phrase this in the right way, but what I wanted to say was, how does it show up negatively? What are the negative aspects of it showing up in our work?
Yeah, I think it's that joke where we talk about the fact that, like, you know, the stuff that we're going through ends up on stage. I remember really vividly, I was in a class with a woman who she was going through a divorce, and every single scene she was in, like, the person playing across from her was the husband or a male who had done something wrong, and it was super adversarial. And it was this thing where she talked about how much this helped her. But I remember having these moments where it's like, I'm glad that you have an out for this, but you just kept thinking, like, you're talking to someone else, right? Like, this is not the only place where this is happening. And there's been some moments, less here, but other places that I performed at, where really, like, you just kind of keep seeing like the same themes and the same stuff come up, and you just sort of want to be like, do you need someone to talk to, or is this literally the only safe place for you to bring up themes of like betrayal or being hurt? Or a lot of folks, I think, sort of process stuff about parents sometimes in kind of a sideways angle on stage. And I say better out than in, right? Like, you got to get it out there. But I think every now and then I will have a moment sometimes after a scene where I have to like check the fact that, like, I'm not this person's therapist, and it's like, they're fine. If I want to chat with them later, they're fine. They're good. They're cool. And I think in therapy, like in my professional life, it's tricky because one of the things I'm known for is I will use humor, because I think especially for folks who are in there for the first time, it's scary, right? Like, because we've talked about, like, there's the stigma. What does it mean that I'm seeking counseling? Does that mean that I've somehow failed? You know, like, what's supposed to happen? Like, you see like images of therapy from the movies where it's like, is there a couch I'm supposed to lie on? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this is weird. Are you just going to stare at me until I cry? And so, like, cracking a couple jokes to like just get people to sort of relax and realize that, like, this is the last place you're supposed to feel uncomfortable. This is the last place where you're supposed to feel like you need to be or do anything else, I think can be really helpful. But I have to watch it because if people start laughing, I literally have to check the impulse that you get sometimes as a performer to like chase the laugh, right? So it's like, my job is to make you comfortable. And then we do need to talk about the fact that you're having panic attacks on the L. Like, we can't not talk about that. And like, where's that line of making something accessible, or like, I talk a lot about like defanging something, right? Like, all of these fears and these things in our life, sometimes, like, you know, we give them these big, sharp, scary teeth, and sometimes laughing at them or putting in a different context just kind of like takes the fangs out, makes us realize, like, okay, this isn't as scary as I thought it was. But I also never want someone to feel like, I don't know, like I'm not taking them and their time seriously. So I think that can be tricky.
Yeah, there's a whole thought process there that I guess I never thought about, because it's not what I do. But yeah, that all makes it all makes perfect sense. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that is what you would do. Yeah, checks out. She's a therapist. So as we progress, you know, within our art form, our theater, you know, not just socially, but in so many different ways, what are some things that you would love to start seeing amongst our, I don't want to say our circles, but amongst our industry that we don't do?
Yeah, for sure. I think one, and this is something that I think more and more we're getting better about language and usage, but much like anything, there are these terms that, you know, we may have grown up with, or we may have seen in other places that don't register at the time as derogatory. But really, like, if you put yourself in the shoes or experience of someone who is either grappling with a mental illness or having mental health struggles, just being really careful about how we throw around terms and sort of create or contribute to stigma, I think can be really harmful. So I'm sure a lot of us have heard, you know, trying to like stay away from the word crazy, you know, oh, that person's so crazy, just because it's a really sort of condescending and very hard, like, and hurtful term, especially if it's used within the context of someone like is acting really emotionally or erratically. Like, you can have like a kind of weird intersection with like sexism and I think issues around mental health, particularly, oh, you know, she has opinions and is emotional, she must be crazy. And it's like, no, that's just a woman expressing feelings, and you might be uncomfortable with that. But other things, like, folks will sometimes throw around the term like bipolar, right? Like, and then there's this image that sometimes will come up from other stuff where it's like these wild mood swings, and so whether it's on stage or playing characters like this, when in reality, like that's not at all, actually what the experience of having bipolar 1 or 2 is. The other thing is you never know who's on stage with you. You never know who's in the audience. And so seeing something that is maybe like a really salient or kind of like hard part of your life sort of like mocked or made fun of, I mean, that's just like, especially at Comedysportz, like it's comedy for everybody. Like, we want to make sure folks are like there in the room, and there's so many other smart and great ways to do that. I've seen some progression. Like, I don't know if LA ever used to do the game Split Personalities, or Me, Myself, and I.
Describe it. We might have
Yeah, so
the name.
You get the it's either 2 people or 3 people, and it's you're trying to talk essentially all at the same time as a character in a scene. But it would usually get termed, and this is a long time ago in other theaters, but like split personalities. And so, because it's the whole shtick of like, oh, there's multiple people in the one person. And it's sort of like, I get, but like also like dissociative identity disorder is serious, and also something that a lot more people struggle with in a variety of different forms. And so where we can just like do something just small, rename a game, like play it a different way. Because I'm sure like what we're not trying to do on stage is like present a scathing commentary about the diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder. We're just trying to make it funny, so like where we can like kind of stay away from that. But I don't know, what do you think, Luis? Like where have you seen like mental health stuff come up in and around the theater, and what do you think we should be doing?
Well, like I don't know necessarily this would fall into mental health, but things have come up in regards to like the way certain things have been named, or the names that they carry. And my original thought in those sort of moments is like, though I agree, I always see these as more like cosmetic changes. But hearing the context of it, like something like that, where it might trigger someone in that way, I see the need for changes like that, and I think we have a lot of, maybe not necessarily in Chicago, but like Comedysportz worldwide, we have a lot of purists who are still very much in that like, well, this is the way we've always played it.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm just like, yeah, in the 80s, and it's not the 80s anymore, and I think it's okay for us to update our product, because we've learned things in those 30 to 40 years. So it's okay for us to be like, oh, well, we used to do this because we didn't know any better, but now we do. So the fact that we know better and that we don't change it, I think, is what makes it more of a problem. It's like, it's wrong, so just change it. It doesn't mean that you have to sit there for a year, like, constantly being berated about it. Like, it's done. Change it, move on, admit that it was wrong, and we can just progress to larger issues. But
and I hear you on the cosmetics change too, right? Because on some hand, like it can feel like, okay, so we're changing the name of a game, or like I'm careful about like try not to say like OCD on stage, but like at the same time, sometimes cosmetic changes can be important. Like this is a really imperfect analogy, but I mean, people used to argue that like you can't change the label on the Aunt Jemima bottle because that's the classic logo and it's just a cosmetic change. And it's like, one, let's talk about that. And two, like changes are important. Like the things that we see and encounter are important, and like even something small like that can make a difference.
No, and it's true. The entire basis for someone's being is not just the cultural background that you have, but also the social background and the background of what ideas you were surrounded with as you were growing up. And when you see things like that being so like blatantly thrown around, of course you're going to get a skewed view of these ideas. And it's funny because, not to turn this into a therapy session, but I dealt with certain things coming up in the arts. I don't want to say specifically improv, but just, in terms of just like emasculation and the idea of what I was supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, it wasn't until later that I realized that I thought like all it led was me to just kind of be like, oh yeah, cool, and then just kind of skulking off. But now looking back, it led to certain behaviors that I could tell were coming from those things specifically, and me like needing to prove that I was so like,
Yeah.
and it led to just crap behaviors, and it wasn't until much later, having thought through that and acknowledged it, and I wish I had the wherewithal to know to go to talk to someone back then, because of that very similar stigma of like, if you're getting help in that way, you're admitting to something being wrong, and you're admitting to not having been able to
You're
do
weak.
it. Yes.
Yeah, why can't you handle it on your own? Yeah.
Which only would make the idea of me trying to prove my manliness worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
do you think so? This is another question, Luis, because we're both of a certain age. Do you feel like, and I feel like certainly growing up, like I remember very much like, like folks only go to therapy if they like really can't handle it, or again, like, oh, you must be crazy, you're in therapy, like that sort of stuff. Like there was massive stigma. I remember they used to beg students to come to the counseling center when I was in undergrad. And I mean, now for the past, I worked in higher ed for like 15 years. And at least the last 10 of it, it's like they literally cannot staff enough people in counseling centers. Do you feel like you've seen, especially in like younger improvisers or just like younger folks in general, like that attitude of like, oh, I can't admit that I need this is still there? Or do you feel like that's changing at all?
I think it's changing. I think there might still be some cultural stigmas that hold us back with that.
I hear that.
In the Black and brown communities, there's a lot of stigma against therapy and getting help with mental health stuff, in that same way of like, we should be able to handle it. And sometimes what I see as kind of the dangerous idea of like, pray it away. And so, for me, luckily, my dad was a pediatrician. My mom was a teacher. And so, we were allowed to ask questions, and even, we grew up Catholic and we were allowed to question that. And so like, I was lucky enough to at least come from a place where that stuff wasn't so negatively stigmatized. But overall, have I seen a wider change in the idea of just getting help with that sort of stuff? Definitely. And I think things like social media have helped in that way, with people being able to share their stories, and I mean, just with myself and certain things that I've come to terms with over the last few years, just knowing that there was like a word for what I was going through, that immediately to me was like, well, if there's a word, that means that there were enough people that they had to make a word of it, which means that
I must be normal again. There's not something so terribly wrong with me.
It's not just me, it's a word people use. So that just knowing that helped. Like there's an exhale there of just like, okay, so immediately I don't feel alone, which already takes so much of that stigma away from something's wrong with me. And even if there is, it's not just me, so I'm not some freak. So I think there's been a drastic change from, like you were saying, from just within the last 10 years, if not from when we were kids, and the way people used to talk about that.
Yeah, I definitely hear you. I think, something I'm really aware of, especially in terms of cultural stigma, especially like this field is way too white. I mean, like just disproportionately way too white. And we don't do enough, I think, to support, especially POC folks coming up in the field. Like that needs to be easier. I have my own kind of like bone to pick about sort of like how we train people, and how it can be really like the parameters put on how we train therapists can make it really hard for someone who like, is like coming at this from a second job, or, like is a, I think of a coworker I had who had really always thought about wanting to get, a therapy license. And she, she's like, I'm a Black woman with 3 kids. Like I got stuff to do. Like I don't have time to like quit my job. Like that's not something I can do. But I know for me, it's something that I I really try to think actively about, are things happening in like the set that we have of therapy, to make sure that it's not like just another place where like white supremacy shows up. So like for me, like when I have clients, like at some point in time, I'll do a thing usually at the end of the first session where I was like, hey, I just want to acknowledge, like I'm a I'm a white person. You are not. There's a likelihood that I may do or say something that would be hurtful and harmful, and that is, again, that is the last thing I want for you. And for you to feel like, one, if you have the energy, you can call me out on it. But two, like if at some point in time you're like, no, I need a space where I'm not continually dealing with more whiteness in my life. Like I've really tried to keep like a short list of folks that I know of who are POCs who are practicing, to be able to like give that to folks. Cause I also know, yeah, again, as a queer person, I've yet to ever have had a queer therapist. And like, I've had a lot of like beautiful, well-meaning straight folks who have been lovely, but like, man, what would that be like to be in that room with someone who shared those identities? I think that's another.
To check out the entire interview, type !DI Talks in the chat for the DNI Talks YouTube page.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the streets, every freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, where's the fun in doing what you're told? No, I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time, so call me whenever, 'cause a night like this, it never gets old. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the streets, every freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, so baby, come and take my hand tonight, and know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la. Party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. You give me this energy. It is like you set me free. Chasing highs to stay alive. But if I'm with you, I'll survive. So hold me close into the night, 'cause I need you to stay. You Got a dopamine rush, got a major league crush when you're next to me. Got my heart upon my sleeve, can I hide the way I feel when you're next to me, girl? Got the kick in every move and I fought it's like a fool for you, for you. Wish I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you, about you. There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you, about you. Now the only one to see got me down on my knees, taken by your gravity. And I just know you got that something, something special about you. Got me under lock and key, but I don't wanna be free when I'm next to you. You're like honey to a bee, I go crazy for the sweet when I'm next to you, girl. Got the kick in every move and I fought it's like a fool for you, for you. It might seem that I'm dumb, but it's you that's got me stunned. Stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why, something special that I like about you, about you. There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you, about you. And I'm the only one to see, got me down on my knees, taken by your gravity. And I just know you got that something, something special about you. You got it down, shake my ground, and I can't get enough, got me spellbound. And every day, in every way, I just know there's something about you.
Welcome to Comedysportz Chicago. We are at CSCN on Twitch. We are on the internet and we are making comedy and we are making fun. And very excited to see all of you virtually tonight. You are about to see two teams of amazing, intrepid comedians go head to head in a sport-like combat showtime event, all determined by you, your votes, your suggestions, and your virtual laughter from far, far away. I'm very, very excited. I hope you're all very excited. In the chat, I'm about to throw up the first poll of the night, and the poll is going to see, are you new here or not? These polls are very important because they're going to be how our players in this competition tonight will be getting points, all up to you. Yes, no, have you been here? Also in the chat, start throwing in some very, your favorite animals, your favorite creatures that bring you smile and joy, favorite places you've ever been. This chat is a magical place where we'll be pulling suggestions throughout the night for the improv that you're happening to see. That's right, it is improv. Everything will be made up off the top of our performers' heads tonight. That means anything and everything might happen. Hopefully, only good things. Hopefully the boinging noise is only because we all turn into slinkies and wonderful things happen, but we are making things up off the top of our heads, and at any time something yucky might come out. Hopefully not, because this is a nice place where yucky things don't happen. If they do, our players will be punished with a brown bag foul. And an organ will play, and it's very dramatic. They will have to put a brown paper bag over top their head. They will have to have points taken away from them by the referee for tonight, and who knows what else might happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you yourself in the chat, because there is a brown bag robot monitoring the chat, making sure that it is a cool place to be, because anybody can be watching tonight. We don't want anybody to have to go Google something or explain to their parents what they read in this weird chat tonight. Keep it cool. If anybody doesn't keep it cool, we'll just, the robot will come and get you. Yeah, the robot. It looks like we have 93% of people who just voted have been here before. We are experts. So you know you're about to see two amazing teams go head to head. You know that I'm also going to ask for tons of suggestions like the ones that we just got. A smiling tapir? Thank you. Yes, absolutely. I think about that all the time. I'm also going to ask for some suggestions right now, all you 93% returners, that we're going to use later in the show. I want to see what are good things you might see at a birthday party or activities to do at a birthday party. It's not my birthday today, but it could be if I was born today. I wasn't. I want to see activities that you might see at a birthday party. It could be any kind of birthday party. Maybe it's a swim party. Maybe it's a magician party. I don't know if there's a name for that. That kind of thing. Amazing. They're coming in fast. And when you send in a suggestion, you can send in 100 suggestions. It's all you. Fantastic. Oh, great. Tonight we've got our 6 things, suggestions. Great. We talked about a brown bag foul, and I think everything else is about to just come up on the screen. We have to see our teams come to screen and do our magic improv tonight. So, with all that said, let's bring on the teams. Woohoo! Tonight we have the Dundee Dum-Dums Red Team versus the Downtown Chicago Bosses. All the way from Dundee, a place that everybody has heard of, not just from television, the Dum-Dums are bringing their A game. With, first of all, he bragged about going to the Dead Sea today, just 10 minutes ago. He's a world traveler, and he's got lots of muscles that he's about to show you. It's Richard Kalis. The inventor, the proprietor, biggest customer of Mountain Dew, and the man who painted every train to look like a bottle of Mountain Dew, it is Har Sonnerecker. And captaining the Dundee Dum-Dums tonight is the strongest rapper this side of 1992. He's Italian, and he is also Italian-American. It is Vinny Tangerlini. We gotta turn around. There you go. You did it. All right. Facing off this very fierce red team, it is the Downtown Chicago Bosses, known for their excellence. Please bring it on. It is making TikTok pasta tonight, and then maybe telling me about how they get their beautiful skin to look that beautiful. It's Ashley Victoria. My gosh. Incredible. Now, not only is this next person the mayor of all of Chicago and surrounding area, but I heard that somewhere in Ireland they're looking for a mayor, and they're looking for him, and he may have to be a double mayor. It's Rob Grabowski. Our next, the captain of the blue team, has run more miles in her sleep than all you fools combined. That's right, the runningest runner of them all. It is Captain Cynthia Kamak. Woo! And keeping us all in line tonight, roughing the show, and giving us the whistle of doom, it is hair as tall as his heart is beautiful, Ref Luis Cortez. No, you stop it.
You stop it.
No, you stop.
You stop.
No, you stop.
No, is it this way? It is this way. Yay! I did it. I did it. I never nailed that. Hooray for me. Tara, how are you?
I'm swell. How you doing?
I'm excited to be here. It's Friday night. It's 9:30. Let's get into the action. I'm excited. I haven't reffed in a while, so I'm ready for the teams. What are you predicting for tonight?
I'm predicting just a train off the rails.
You're thinking
in the best way. In the best way.
What rails? That train has never had any rails.
Correct. Absolutely.
That train has always just done its own thing. It's a lone wolf along the tracks of life. Except there aren't any tracks, and it's not a wolf, it's a train. All right. So that metaphor is amazing. Tara, now you do one.
Okay. The wolf train howls at the moon of comedy, and the moon is the fans, the loyal fans tonight. We are howling at you.
Okay. Boom! Welcome, literary artist! Now, Tara has already explained the bulk of everything that you need to know about tonight's match. We've got the Dundee Dum Dums versus our reigning champs, the Downtown Chicago Bosses. The only real new thing that I have to introduce is our technical foul. We live here online now, and because we are online, we are privy to many of online life's greatest defeats, like dropping a call, being on mute, having some technical glitches. All of a sudden, your computer just decides to update, because why not? It's 10/12, so it could really be anything, all right? If that happens, I'll blow my whistle, call the technical foul, and there will be some form of foul punishment in that moment, but it'll be completely based on what's going on in that second. So keep your eyes open for those, because I might miss them. So I'm going to hold you as my eyes out there. All right, so that's the technical foul, and that's really the only new thing that I'm going to introduce. Tell you what, Tara, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead. Bring me the captains to the screen.
Come on.
Dum-da-dum-dum-dum.
All right, so we have got Captain Cynthia and Captain Vinny. Captains, how are we feeling tonight?
Good. I'm feeling great. Feeling strong. Thanks for asking.
A little turned around, but pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I feel the friction. I feel that excitement of just being able to be in competition with each other, and it amazes me. So tell you what, let's do our coin toss. Let's go back and forth, and we are going to be naming 90s TV shows. All right, so back and forth, naming 90s TV shows. Whoever misses the first one loses. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start with Captain Cynthia. Go.
Family Matters.
Seinfeld.
Full House.
Friends.
Facts of Life.
Daria.
Wait a minute. I think Facts of Life was 80s. Facts of Life was not 90s. I think Facts of Life was 80s. Sorry, Cynthia. We're going to have to give this one to Vinny. Well done, Vinny. Good call. Good call. All right. So, Vinny, what was your next show that you were going to say?
Daria.
Oh, Daria. And that was very 90s. That screams 90s. Okay. So, Vinny, you won that round because Cynthia lost. So, I'm going to let you choose the head-to-head. What's it going to be?
Well, starting it off with a dumb choice, I'm gonna pick Beastie Rap.
Ooh, Beastie Rap. Cynthia, how are you feeling about Beastie Rap?
I'm considering the competition great.
Okay. We've got some big talkers. Let's see if they can back that up. So bring the players to the screen, because we are about to play the game of Beastie Rap. For the game of Beastie Rap, these 6 players are going to be rhyming your names back and forth, volleying one after the other, a la the way that the Beastie Boys chose to rhyme. So right now in the chat, do me a favor and start throwing either your one-syllable name or some of your favorite one-syllable names. Your Twitch handles are so amazingly out there that I don't know if it's your name or not. So go ahead and start throwing those into the chat right now if you would be so kind. So we're going to take one of these names. We're going to be rhyming it back and forth, volleying with someone leading the pack and the other 2 following. So let's see. I will be calling this. So because I'm the ref. So if someone repeats something that's already been said and then repeats something that's already been done, if they hesitate, if they stutter, if they give me the robot Tarzan foul, me go to school, then they will have to rotate. Then we'll bring another person up and they will lead the pack, and at the end you are going to get to vote on who you think did better in this game. So get ready to throw those votes in there. So let's go ahead and jump in there. We're going to go ahead and start with the captains leading us off, and our first name is going to be, we'll start with the very first one that went in there, and it's going to be Pat. So the name is going to be Pat. Here we go. We'll start with Cynthia. Cynthia, start us off with the name Pat. Players, here we go. Begin.
They're sitting over there, and the name is
Pat. He's not petting his dog. He's petting his
cat. He's not slim. He's a little
Pat. In front of his door, there is a
hat. My hat is cold. I better put on a
hat. He's playing baseball with his bat.
Put those suggestions in the
chat. I gotta leave. I gotta
scat.
I'm pretty sure Richard said not a word. So we're going to go ahead and rotate the dum-dums. Dum-dums. Cynthia, we'll keep you leading your team. Richard, we're going to have you lead this next one. Let me go ahead and get another name in there. Let's say that the next name is going to be, let's go with Ken. We'll say the name is Ken. Here we go. The name is Ken. We're starting with Richard and go.
He is really cool. His name is
Ken. I'm a wolf. I'm in my
Den.
Oh, I think that was too big of a delay from Rob on that one. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate the blue team this time. We're going to have Ashley take the next one. That was a good try for Ken, but let's go ahead and try the name Chris. We're going to go with Chris, and we're going to start with Ashley. Here we go. Begin.
Taking my bae to Ruth's.
Chris. I'm giving you a hug. I'm giving you a kiss.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do
this. That's not a missus. That's a miss.
I don't have anything.
Chris!
All right. All right, we're going to rotate the bosses one more time, which means that it is Rob's turn. Richard, you are still leading the pack over on the dum-dum side. And let's go ahead and, Tara, why don't you go ahead and throw me a one-syllable name if you'd be so kind.
Yes. Joy.
Joy. The name is Joy. Fantastic. We'll have Richard start this one once again. Here we go. Begin.
And Ren and Stimpy, happy, happy, joy.
Joy. Wow, that house of cards fell on the first card. Sorry, Richard, you're out.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Yeah, that's great. We all remember how you lost. We're going to go ahead and pass this over to Hars. Hars, do better, please. We'll actually try to, get Joy off the ground. So let's go with Joy again. We'll start with Rob. Let's go with Rob this time, just to be safe. Here we go.
Cool.
Begin.
I'm full of life. I'm full of
joy.
At Christmas, I get a brand new
toy. I can't have milk, so I drink
Joy.
I'm pretty.
Cynthia, you should have been the first one on there. You should have been the first one on there, Cynthia.
No,
we're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate the bosses, bringing Cynthia back up, and we still got Hars in there. Let's do one more, and let's go. Let's go with the name. Let's say the name is Meg. The name is Meg. Here we go. We'll start with Cynthia. Take it away.
She's a good friend of mine, and her name is
Meg.
I don't got a leg. I got a
egg.
I think you. Oh boy, that was a fun moment for you. We're gonna go ahead and rotate the dum-dums. I'm gonna call it right there.
Well, we tried it. We should be proud of ourselves.
It made Luis giggle.
Oh boy, that shit just happened. All right, so you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna go ahead and start a poll. We're gonna do a poll to have you decide who's gonna win these first 5 points. So go ahead and start throwing those votes in there. And once again, if you're sitting there saying to yourself, Luis, I had 64.4 thousand channel points. What can I do with all those? You can vote as many times as you want. You can vote hundreds upon hundreds of times, so use those votes. Right now, it is not even close. It is not close at all, and it is so not close that I may stop this soon because stop, he's already dead. All right. Oh, but you know what? It's really like, it's catching up. All right, my words are changing the race. You knew that words can have such an effect on the world. Are my words really changing what's happening here? Can words really change the outcome of things? Can one man make a difference? Who am I? I'm just one man. I don't know what I can do. All right, we got just a few more seconds to go. Let's get those votes in. It's not just a race. It's a popularity race. Who's the most popular? And with a score of 286 to 303 votes, that is 5 points for the Dum-Dums.
Dum-da-dum-dum-dum.
And a nice big 6s and 7s to Mark Wilder for contributing 200 channel points.
Very nice.
Thanks, Mark.
Oh, thanks, Mark. You either helped them win or helped them lose, depending on where you were going with that. All right, so that means that the score now stands at Bosses 0, Dum Dums 5. So, Tara, I would love to see the captain of the Dum Dums up on my screen.
Hey.
Dum da dum dum dum.
It worked. No, turn
Over here,
up.
Vinny. Over here. There you are. There you are.
It's a lot.
I don't see how.
It's tough to be in the lead. So I'd like to make another dumb decision. I'd like to play dumbbell races.
Oh, I like that. Okay, fantastic. Then you shall play the game of dumbbell races. Go ahead and screen your team.
Dum.
For the game of dumbbell races. You joined us on a very amazing night because tonight you're actually going to see some of our more clever people who don't always come around to Comedy Sports for one reason or another. But what's going to happen is essentially they're going to race. They're going to race to see who can give us the quote-unquote dumbest answer based on questions that you are going to give us. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our contestants to see who is going to be competing for dumbbell races tonight. So let's go ahead and there's our first contestant. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm a box.
You're just a box.
Yeah, I'm a box.
Do you have
you
a
only
name?
Need me. Box.
Box.
I mean,
Okay.
No one cares because you only use me or you only need me like what? Every third or fourth year when you move, then you really want a box around. Or once in a while, just once in a while, there's a guy who needs to ship something out on eBay and he finds you, you're the perfect box. But what does he do? What does he do? He just sends you away. He sends you away.
Well, doesn't everyone send boxes away?
You're gonna burn for that one.
Okay, fair. I'm not trying to start off on the wrong foot. Let's go ahead and move to our next contestant. Yes, hello, right there. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kyle, and I'm the magician that was hired for Tara's birthday, which is today.
All right, fantastic. And you're here for the party? There's a party right now?
There's a party for Tara's birthday. She said she was born today, and I was hired for her to do magic.
Fantastic. Can you do some right now?
Absolutely. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Say a number.
Is it 5?
It's 5!
Whoa, magic! Okay. Oh, we're definitely coming back to you. Let's go ahead and meet our third and final contestant.
Shh. Luis, be very careful. My name is Ralphie, P.I., and there are assassins everywhere. And I'm ready to take them down.
And what kind of PI work do you do?
I do assassination of assassins.
So that would make you an assassin.
Shh. Luis, you gotta be careful. There are assassins everywhere.
I can see one at least.
Where?
Wait, no, you know what? We'll come back. We'll come back to this. We'll come back. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into the questions. So tell you what. I'm sorry, magician. What was your name again? I apologize.
It's Kyle.
Kyle the magician. Kyle the magician. Do me a favor. Could you pick a category for some of the first questions to be about?
Oh, you know what I want to know questions for? The best things about sports.
Great. So go ahead in the chat right now and throw questions about sports. And it could really be about anything. Just kind of like what are the best things about sports is a great example of a question. Go ahead and throw any questions in there that are about sports. And we will see what these people actually know. All right, so let's jump right into it. Okay, here's our very first one. We're going to jump right into it. So thank you so much for the category. Let's go ahead and go with how do I improve how to improve my curling? How to improve my curling? So someone is curling. It is Mark Wilder, and Mark Wilder wants to know how they can improve that. Let's start with Box. Box?
Yeah, I had a curling stone one time in me. They shipped it from Canada right to Minnesota. They're heavy. So to improve your curling position, you need to get a very strong broom with a lot of good bristles to move that heavy, as they call it, stone from one point to the goal, or possibly knock out the other stone. You know, not just an empty box. I have things in me.
Of course. Kyle?
Yeah. Well, first off, before I answer the question, I just want to wish a huge happy birthday to our announcer, Tara! Happy birthday! And as a magician, I just want to say, if you want to improve your curling, you just have to make your opponents disappear!
Where'd he go? Okay.
Maybe he's in the box.
Our PI friend.
Oh, yes. See, curling, the important thing about curling is to know where the other players are at all times. Any one of them could be an assassin, so you need to get them before they get you. There are assassins everywhere, Luis. Look out!
I know. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this one to Box. I'm gonna go with Box. So Box, go ahead and take a little step forward. Fantastic. Let's keep this rolling along. Let's get another question in there. How about who is the greatest female athlete of all time? Who is the greatest female athlete of all time? Let's go ahead and let's go backwards on this one. Let's start with the PI.
Well, if I had to think about it, I would say that Tonya Harding is basically an assassin, and so therefore she might be the greatest athlete of all time, because to be an assassin and an athlete requires much skill. Be careful, Luis. Tonya Harding could be right behind you now, ready to assassinate you.
I don't know why I actually looked behind me in my camera. I don't know why I did that. Kyle.
Yeah, okay, so as a magician, I really like Flojo because she's so fast, it's as if she's using superpowers! Happy birthday, Tara!
I thought you were gonna say she was using magic.
Oh, right, I'm a magician.
Yeah, I thought that's sort of... Box!
Yeah, I used to actually work with this athlete. We would practice together. Venus Williams and I would practice her serve. She would target me and get all the tennis balls inside me. I'm a pretty big box, so I can hold a lot of tennis balls there. But we worked together for a number of years, and then her sister needed a blanket. And she shipped me off.
I'm gonna give this one to Kyle. Kyle, take a step forward. I will also say this. I did not know that was a filter. I thought that was an actual box. He put his head a little too far down and it disappeared. All right. Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm going to go ahead and take a step forward. Let's see. Here's a good one. Who came up with the penalty box? Let's go ahead and start with Kyle.
Oh, that's a great question. You want to know who came up with the penalty box? Of course, it was the first magician ever, Magic Mike, because he needed a place to dance.
Let's go with Box.
Oh, the penalty box. A box that never can be shipped off. Yes, a hero amongst all of us. It was Mr. Penn himself. Penn L.T. He invented the box because he was sick of being shipped off left and right, and he decided I was gonna make a box where they could not move, where they had to come to us.
PI?
Sorry, I've been very distracted. I think... Luis, is something behind you? Or is that behind me? God! Oh, God! Oh, the penalty box is where I will be.
Everywhere.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Box. I feel so dumb. I genuinely did not know that was a filter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very exciting.
I was genuinely like, oh, he got a box and he put it on his head. Okay, I can live with that.
Was that the first murder? Was that the first murder we've ever seen on Comedy Sports?
It might be the first self-murder.
Good.
All
Got
right.
history books, everyone.
So let's tell you what. Let's get the captain of the bosses up here. Captain Cynthia, do you have a game in response to what you just saw?
Yes, I do, Ref, Louise. Also, this isn't a filter. These are real. I'm going to call the game of New Choice.
Oh, okay. Great. Let's play the game of New Choice. Go ahead and screen your team.
Ref
Now-
Louise, before you start, I'm sorry. Can I? I would just like to reach out to Tara.
Yeah.
And let her know. That in Zoom there's an option for touch up my appearance, and that box is that slider is slid for this.
You look gorgeous.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
It is.
I did not know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah,
Why am I
have-
just finding out about this now?
I have mine off.
Yeah,
See.
same. I want people
Oh
to
yeah,
see
look at that.
the real life, you know?
See this? This is what you get.
That's right.
Are
Find
you
me on
using it right now, Tara?
Yeah. No, I just
Okay.
That's why we don't slide it.
Love
That
it.
looks
Love it.
good.
Thank you.
We'll tell you what.
Anyway, what?
You are going to be playing the game of New Choice. So, right now in the chat, do me a favor, everyone, and throw in, how about, you're walking down the street, you find $20, and you're like, I'm going to spend this right now. You look up, and what's the store that's right in front of you where you're going to be spending this $20? Go ahead and throw that right into the chat. Now, while you are doing that, I will explain what's going to be happening. The bosses are going to start a scene, but at any time during their scene, any line that I think could be improved upon, I will blow my whistle, say New Choice. They will completely erase the line they just said, not even saving a part of it, and give me a completely new line, which will send the scene in a completely new direction. Once I am satisfied with the direction of the scene will go on. All right, so let's go ahead and start this scene and say that your suggestion is going to be... Ooh, I haven't seen one of these in ages, but you're going to a Borders bookstore.
Wow.
So your suggestion is a Borders bookstore. Players, here you go for the game of New Choice. Begin.
If you're quiet and don't make a bunch of distraction, you can sleep in the psychology section. Come on, come on, come on.
All right, Jeffrey. I am a bit tired.
What?
Can't believe this Borders bookstore doesn't have a Gloria Jean's coffee.
No, of course.
New Choice.
I'm just wide awake as can be, you know, Jeffrey, and I feel like I could read all of those books to you.
Well, Davis, I would appreciate that, because, you know, with your soothing voice, it puts me right to sleep. And boy, am I tired. Come on, let's go. Unless, let's see, I get lost. I mean, these borders are huge. This is 4 stories of borders.
Jeffrey? Jeffrey. Is that Jeffrey from Home and Gardens?
Yeah. What?
Jeffrey, when was you gonna call me back?
Look, I didn't want to get into it right now. I'm hanging out with my friend Davis. I'm sorry.
No. Because you said that I just had to cover that check with
Yeah.
Chili's when you brought your date there. You
Yeah.
asked me to cover that for you.
I know.
And you were like, I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna give you the money, you know I'm good for it.
I
And then
am
you
good
did not.
for it. I'm good for it.
Ashley, new story.
No. Because
Okay.
you said that you was gonna borrow my car
And
for
I
an
did.
hour, and
I
it has
did.
been 57 weeks, and I need my Acura, Jeffrey.
I'm sorry. It's outside.
You would
It's
have an Acura?
Well,
Does it have
technically-
heated seats?
Of course
I
it
have
does.
an
It's an
Acura.
Acura.
I
Shit.
have an Acura.
Cynthia, new question.
Can I go to the bathroom on this floor?
New question.
I'm wearing felt pants. Anyone can feel them, and then afterwards you can say I felt those pants.
Yes, go
Yeah,
off.
I mean, that's
and
true.
Yes.
Cynthia, it was supposed to be a question.
Do you want to feel my pants?
There it is.
That feels weird that we're meeting for the first time, but
I'm
hello,
sorry.
my name is Veronica.
This is Veronica.
I have
This
been
is
covering
Davis.
for Jeffrey for a while now.
I'm sorry. Look, I wasn't hiding from you, Veronica. I promise. I lost track of time.
Rob, new choice.
I've just had to find a spiritual journey to go upon. And
Rob, new choice.
I got lost in this borders 6 years ago, and I haven't been able to get out since.
Jeffrey,
Veronica.
that is my mother's Acura. You know my mother.
Yes,
My
I
mother
know
knows
your mother.
mother.
She is not a fan of me, which is one of the reasons why I took it. Now let me just have a good nap with my friend Davis. Veronica, you're welcome to join in the nap if you want to.
That's why I wore these felt pants. Do
That's
you
why
guys
I'm in
want
this-
to touch my felt pants?
Cynthia, new choice.
There's room for everyone in these felt pants. They're breakaways.
Cynthia, new choice.
I've also got a felt shirt on. I don't know. It's the color of my skin. So you thought, hey.
David,
this
I'm
is
so sorry. I'm
topless,
so
but
sorry.
I'm
Can I just have a second with Jeffrey? Jeffrey?
Yes, Veronica.
I really like your friend.
Yeah, he's nice.
I have fell head over heels in love for your friend.
What?
If you...
Ashley, new choice.
I need your friend's pants.
Okay, hang on. Let me see what I can...
Ashley, new choice.
I think me and your friend are soulmates. Not friends, but the same soul split in two.
Good. I found...
We'll call it right there. I very much love that there's a distinction. Not two different souls connected, but the same soul split in two. It's so poignant. Tara, thoughts?
My thoughts, gosh, they were both such beautiful scenes from both teams.
They were, and now you get to vote on one. You get to vote on which one was more beautifuler than the other. And you got thousands upon thousands of channel points to do so. So get in there. Which one did you like more? Did you like the red team's dumbbell races, or did you like the blue team's new choice? Go ahead and get those votes in there. And right now, it's actually pretty neck and neck, but it could go either way. It's very close right now. We just hit that 50-50 mark, but now it's leaning one way to the other. Oh, there it is. Now it is very much. Oh, there it is. It's over. It's done with a score of 341 to 351. The blue team's new choice gets 5 points.
Wow.
And shout out to Chris Deshano for contributing 189 channel points. Well done. So once again, Chris, you either helped this team win or helped defeat the other team. Either way, I think it's both, the way that winning works. All right, so the score now stands at 5-5, which means captains to the screen.
Dum da dum dum dum.
All right, captain, over here, Vinny, over here.
It's a cute bit. It's a cute bit.
I could have sworn there was someone back there trying to kill me or something.
The best part of the bit is when you turn around, you're not confused. You're just kind of like, hello.
Happy to be here.
I want to make sure that everyone gets a hello. 360. All right, captains. The show is all tied up. It is completely. We are at 5-5. We got ourselves the start of a barn burner. So let's go ahead and you know what, Vinny? I'm gonna let you challenge Captain Cynthia to a game. What's it gonna be?
Well, I'm gonna make a dumb decision. I'm gonna challenge them to their best game of blind background freeze.
Ooh, Captain Cynthia, how are you feeling about that?
You know what? Usually I don't like freeze games, but I'm gonna let it go, and my team will rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, I accept.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and play the game of blind background freeze. So what's going to happen right now is we're going to go ahead and we are going to screen all the players. And what's going to happen is we are going to have a picture pop up on the screen. And what I think the first things first is let's go ahead and visually all the players have to turn around. You have to turn around because you can't see the picture. So what's going to happen is when I tell the players to turn around, there will be a picture on the screen, and they're going to have to give me a one-liner, a pun, a joke, whatever they can come up with in the moment, and then I will either blow my whistle for a point or not blow my whistle for no points. And at the end, you're going to get to vote on which team you thought came up with the better bits and jokes and one-liners. Yeah, there it is. Hey, give me a break. English is my second language. All right. So, I believe that those pictures should be ready to go. So let's go ahead and get the very first one up there. When I tell you to turn around, obviously, and I will call out who I want to start. So I'm just going to be calling you out, so get ready for that. Players, here we go. Turn around. Rob.
Okay. Choo choo, all aboard. It's the Moonlight Express, which is a sequel to the Starlight Express. We got there.
Yeah, you sure did. Little part of me thought that you were just literally going to read the Silver Moon Express. All right, let's keep rolling along. Vinny.
Guys, we gotta go to this party. It's over at Hars's new studio apartment.
Cynthia.
Hey, y'all, normally there's a caboose at the back of the train, but this one, it's at the rear den of the train.
Nice. Hars.
Ow! Oh, your caboose has got me howling for you.
Ashley.
Nothing.
I saw a B movie about wolves that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It went down the wrong track right from the start.
Boom. Richard.
All right. What do you get when you cross a wolf with a train?
What? I was immediately like, why did you just go?
It's the other way around.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and turn around. Let's get a new picture up. Oh, nothing like judging the jokes in the moment. All right, here we go. Go ahead and turn around. Ashley.
Oh, if you love just everybody around you, you might be a capybara.
Vinny.
Oh, Grandma, you gotta believe me. I am an animorph.
Ashley. I'm sorry. I meant Cynthia.
Oh,
sorry, Ashley. I meant Cynthia.
You've got to get off of this couch. You've been on here too long. You're leaving a rodent in the cushion.
Richard.
Okay, so 185 grandmas go to a bar, and bartender goes, "Sorry, we're closed." And the grandmas goes, "That's okay. I don't want an anteater here anyway."
But that's not okay. Rob.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our love is capbearable.
Ours.
Ooh, baby. Can I borrow a cup of smoochies from you, capybara?
Yeah, all right. Turn around. All right, we're gonna get a new picture up, and then of course that same amazingness will happen. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, turn around.
What is this?
What?
Cynthia.
And I thought regular ice cream was going to make me have to go to the bathroom.
Cars!
I'll try it.
That seems about right. Rob.
Oh, coming this summer from Buffalo Wild Wings, something to avoid at the supermarket.
Richard.
Okay. This is the reason why we don't milk chickens.
Ashley.
Your Honor, my client, the ice cream, would not have committed that murder on the rocky road that night. They do not deserve to be drawn and quartered today. You will not drop them in the grease.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
I think that was it. Vinny.
Yeah, so I really wanted to try this, but my friends are like, no, it's gonna be gross. But I'm gonna drumstick to my guns and still try it.
We'll call it right there.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right. So, let's see. Well, I believe it is time for another poll.
That's right.
Because it is time to vote. Who is about to receive the next 5 points?
The poll's up and it's ready for your clicking.
All right. So it needs some clicking. Go ahead and click through it. Once again, you got thousands upon thousands of points, and you can't take them with you. So go ahead and use them now. Once again, it is not close. Someone is in the lead by a lot. Please, oh boy, put them out of their misery. Here we go. It seems to be
Somebody is very, very excited about the red team.
Yeah, someone is very excited.
Every time you mention it, somebody jumps on the blue team and starts dishing points out.
Yep, there it is. Okay, they're starting to catch up. And there's a possibility they might be able to do it. Because here we go. We're at 52 and 48%. So that cut down quite a bit. And we're down to the last few seconds. I believe the time is almost up. So if you're trying to sway this, get in there and start clicking faster. Because it is staying fairly neck and neck. And it just took a jump one way to the other. And oh, we're at 50-50 right now. Oh, and it is done. And with a score of 353 to 368. That is 5 points to the Dum-Dums.
Yes! Dum 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 dum
dum dum
dum dum.
Shout out to Mark Wilder. 199 channel points. You were so close to beating your record right there tonight, Mark. So close. But yeah, thank you, Mark Wilder, for contributing 199 points. The score now standing at Dum Dums 10, Bosses 5. Let me go ahead and get the captains on the screen.
Dum 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 dum.
All right, captains, over here, Vinny. Oh, there you are. All right, so Captain Cynthia, you're a little behind. The Dum Dums are now currently in the lead. But no worries, because it's still technically anybody's game, as I am going to challenge both teams to our hardest game, which is, of course, 6 things. Captains, do you accept?
Yes.
This might be dumb, but yes.
Okay, fantastic. I like that energy and enthusiasm. So, captains, screen the players, because I need to know, who are we going to be sending out of the room?
Oh, I'm going to be sending out Rob.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, Mayor Rob Grabowski is going to be leaving for the Bosses. And, Vinny, who are you sending out?
Well, he's not our smartest, but he's also not our dumbest. I'm sending out Richard.
All right.
Dum dum.
So Richard is gonna go out for the Dum Dums. All that made me go is, so who's the dumbest? All right, so both players are out into our soundproof internet. And what's going to happen right now is we are going to get a slew of suggestions from you. So go ahead and throw the suggestion caps on your heads, put coal in them or whatever it is that powers your suggestion cap. All right, so for the game of 6 things, you can see the suggestions up on the screen right now. We're going to need to fill these. Now, once again, I always get this wrong. It's blue team does odds, red team does evens. Yes, Luis, handsome and smart. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the very first one, which is blowing out the candles. Fantastic. So in the chat right now, go ahead and give me, let's say, something that is currently in the, like, your door side pocket in your car. And nothing like a Kleenex or a straw. Give me something that maybe shouldn't be there, but it is. And then also, go ahead and give me, if you were to open your desk drawer at home or at work, what's the first thing that would be there? And it is not a stapler. All right, so go ahead and throw that into the chat as well. So let's go ahead and blow out those candles, except that the candles are actually going to be a water bottle. The candles are a water bottle, and let's say that you are doing this. You are doing this on a Fitbit. So your location is on top of a Fitbit.
Amazing.
Thank you.
We've all done that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Why don't you take the next one?
I will.
Hey.
For riding a horse, let's get some items of clothing, and then let's do an object from a movie. It can be a make-believe object or a real object, an object that jumps out of a movie into your brain right now. So for riding a horse, the horse itself, absolutely. The horse itself is a cummerbund. You know, cummerbuns. I had to wear those in middle school band. We all know what cummerbuns are. Okay. And then the horse's saddle is I love all of these. The horse's saddle is a surfboard. A surfboard.
All right, we are going to be playing Duck, Duck, Goose. In the chat right now, throw in the suggestion of who's a person, whether from history or celebrity or just someone that's in the public eye, that empowers you. When you hear about them, when you read something about them, you're like, yes, I can do it. And then, let's see. How about what is what is an object from let's say what is an object from a book? An object from a book like the wardrobe from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or Harry Potter's wand, but not those things. Similar to the movie one, but books. All right. So let's say you are playing Duck, Duck, Goose. The person that you are goosing, I didn't like that, is going to be,
Yep.
let's say, it's going to be, Richie Valens. You're goosing Richie Valens. And let's say that, your hand that you're goosing with, your hand is going to be, green eggs and ham.
Yum. For the next one, let's please get something you cannot eat, things that are inedible. And then let's also get the coolest stamp in your passport, or a really cool place you want to go to. And then come back and brag about it, like i.e. Richard's Red Sea that he went to. Fantastic. For bobbing for apples. The apples themselves. Oh, don't be so mean to yourself, Pat Connolly. I'm sure your cooking is fine. The apples themselves are mercury, and the what is this thing? The barrel in which the apples sit are Greece, the country Greece.
All right. Now we're going to things 5 and 6, which means that we're going to kick this up a notch. These are worth double points, and we're going to make these extra hard. So let's see. You are going to be, and we got some great suggestions in the chat, so I'm going to pull a couple of those out. So let's say we are going to shove a kid's face into cake. But let's say that the kid is going to be, let's get a good one here. The kid is going to be William Howard Taft.
Good.
And then let's say that the cake itself, the cake is the One Ring to rule them all.
Yep.
Right?
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yes. Catching money in a money machine. I am also going to steal from these amazing suggestions that we have.
Ooh, someone sold the most magazines.
Wow. The money in the money machine. The money is going to be... I just saw a very good one and now it is gone from my brain and my scroll. The money is... Ooh. So sorry. The money is Greta Thunberg.
Ooh.
And the machine itself is... Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. The machine itself is the tornado in Twister.
Specifically the tornado in Twister, like the last one, the F5.
Just a tornado.
From Twister.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the tornadoes from Twister.
A tornado. I feel like I'm being too mean. We'll just say a tornado. The machine.
Not from the movie Twister.
If they want Twister, would you give them a bonus point?
Well, I mean that's a different suggestion. So
All right.
we're either doing a tornado
Just
from
a
Twister.
tornado.
Okay, tornado. Okay, great.
I feel like I'm being too mean.
I don't think you're being mean enough, but I think we're both on the opposite ends of the spectrum on this one. All right, so we'll go with that one. All right. Tell you what, yeah, all right, I'll leave it there. Okay, so we got the 6 things. You see them up on the screen. What's going to happen right now? We're going to get our guessers back in here. Now, the 2 teams are going to have 90 seconds for each of these things to get their player to guess all the things that you just gave us. But here's the problem. They can't use any actual English words. It all has to be a made-up, nonsensical gibberish language, and also they can use mime, which is the art of being stuck in this box that I'm in. So, with only gibberish and mime, they're going to have to communicate all of that information that you just saw up on your screens to their guesser. But the guesser can't relax because they got the other team right over their shoulder looking and watching with the possibility of stealing. So each player, each guesser has the possibility of gaining 40 points for their team on this one. And once again, remember the things 5 and 6, the points are doubled, which means that they are going to get a little harder. All right, so let's see. As I mentioned before, blue team, you're going to do the odds. Red team, you're going to do the evens. I believe that is everything that I need to explain. And I do believe, let's see, are we still waiting? No, there he is. All right, so we are good to go. We got 90 seconds on the clock. The bosses are going to kick us off. Here we go. 6 things, players. Begin.
Shabada sa, shabada, shabada ba za.
Oh, scabba, scabba,
Shabada ha, shabada ha.
scabba, ba, 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 ba,
Shabada
scabba,
cha.
nom, 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 nom,
Shabada,
nom.
no, shabada ha, shabada ch ch. Abazadi.
Oh, scabba, ba. Yeah.
Zamakila.
scabba.
Zutida.
Scabba, ba, ba.
Jokadi. Shabada za ding ka ding ka ding ka ding. Shabada da hu. Shabada. Oh, shabada da. Oh, shabada. Shabada himada.
Oh, scabba,
Shabada habada sibada.
scabba, oh, scabba, scabba, scabba. Yeah, yeah. Scabba, ba, 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 ba,
Shabada da simalaka.
scabba, ba, 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 ba.
Shabada da. Shafwa sada. Shabada. Kick. Zahibarata.
Skabababa?
Oh, Shabada. Oh, Shabada.
Oh, Skababa. Oh, Skababa. Yeah,
All right, we'll pause it right there. All right, we're gonna, Rob, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take your guess. Go ahead and
Okay,
take
cool.
your guess.
I am blowing out candles on a birthday cake. My candles are a water bottle, and I'm doing it at a Fitbit.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool, great.
Well done. Well done. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to pause here for a second. We did lose Ashley Victoria for just a couple of seconds, but she's back. So here's what's going to happen, just to make sure that we continue this nice and fair. For this next one, who I believe we sent out, Richard. Richard, you're going to be guessing for this one. So we're also going to make this just a one player. So Richard, who, in fact, no, you know what? Ashley, I'll let you pick. Do you want Vinny or Hars to give the clues for this one?
Hars.
Hars, great. So Vinny, you can't give clues for this one. Hars, you have to give all the clues for number 2.
You got it.
All right, here we go. We got 90 seconds on the clock. It's all right, Ashley. You're back. You're here. I'm happy you're back. Let's finish this out strong. Begin. One minute. All right, so Richard, I believe you have about 30 seconds left. You actually have 26 seconds left. Okay, 26 seconds left, Richard. So, all right, here we go. Take a guess. What are you doing?
I am riding an elephant. The thing that you sit on to ride an elephant, that is just waves that you would surf on. And the elephant itself is a very tight belt.
Okay, here's the thing. Everything is a little right. All right? So, Hars is going to clean this up for you. You have 26 seconds left. Here we go. Begin.
Go.
All right. All right. Richard, what are you doing? Give me the whole thing.
I'm definitely not riding an elephant because I'm riding a horse.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. The horse's, I forget what it's called, but the thing you sit on, that is just a surfboard.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the horse itself is a wooden belt.
Okay, close. You pretty much nailed it, except for that last one. You tripped up.
Would nail a wooden belt, but
all right. So here we go, Blue Team. Take your guess.
Okay.
Oh wait, aren't you out of time? Yeah. You're out of time. All right, Rob, go for it.
Cool, babies. I am riding a horse. My saddle is called a surfboard. And my horse is a corset?
Oh, Rob, you were so close. You were riding a horse. The saddle was a surfboard. The horse was a cummerbund.
Oh.
I know. It's a tight belt.
It's a
All right.
To be fair,
type
I do not know what that is. I even texted Venny saying, I do not know what that is.
To be fair, I know what it is.
There you go.
Ours, it's that thing on a tuxedo that goes over, like in the tuxedo, where it's got the.
Yeah, Luis, how many times do you think
Hey,
I've
let's
worn
move
a
on to
tuxedo?
activity 3. Let's go to activity 3.
All right, here we go. Number three. All right, number 3's up. We got 90 seconds on the clock. Here we go. We can talk about how many times Harz has been a fancy hobo after the show. And begin.
Da, ska, ba, ska! Quack, 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 ska, ba, da, ba, 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 ba.
Shabba-da-da, quack, 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 shabba-da-da, honk, honk,
Oh, ska, ba, da, ba, ska, ba, da, ba, ba, ba.
Zara, shabba-da, habba-da-da,
Ba, 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 ba.
Shagaba-siga-la-gashka.
Oh, ska, ba, 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 ska, ba, ba, ba. Oh, yeah, ska, ba, ba, ba. Ska, yeah, ska, ba, 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 ska, ba, ba, ba. Oh, yeah, ska, ba, ba, ba. Oh, ska, ba, ba.
Menina Ikskibas. Oh, chaba.
1 minute.
Namana Saba Daraba. Dabara Tara Baraba. Isira.
Ska, ba, ba. Oh, ska, ba, ba. Ska, ba, ba.
Isira. Chasaba. Chasa. Clap, clap.
Oh! Scabra.
Baraba. Chara.
Oh, Scabra. Skip, Ska, fa.
All right, we'll pause right there. You have got 21 seconds left. 21 seconds left. Rob, take a guess. What are you doing?
I am playing the classic game of Duck, Duck, Goose.
Yeah, you are.
The ducks in the game are a cookbook, and the goose is the guy who wrote La Bamba. And will that name come to me? We'll go find out in 21 seconds.
All right. So, you have 21 seconds. You are playing Duck, Duck, Goose. Everything else needs a little bit of a cleanup, but you got those 21 seconds to do it. So here we go. Begin.
Honk, shabba-da, ha,
Shabba-da,
shabba-da, shabba-da, habba-ga, habba-da, habba-da, shabba-da, bing, 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 shabba-da, he, shabba-da,
Scabba-ba?
ooh, shabba-da, ha,
Ah.
shabba-da, bing, 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 shabba-da, he, shabba-da, oh, shabba-da,
Scabba-ba-ba. Whoop. Scabba-ba-ba.
shabba-da-gi.
Ooh, scabba-ba, ski-ba.
Charabasara.
Scabba.
Time's up.
Scabba-ba-ba. Scabba-ba-ba-ba.
All right. Time's up. Rob, you got this. What are you doing?
I am playing Duck, Duck, Goose. My kids are how to fry an egg, and my goose is what is the guy's name? It is I don't know. Benny Goodman. I have no idea.
You weren't even close.
I know.
All right.
It's not Richie Valley. It's not the Big Bopper.
Richard, go for it.
Okay. So I'm playing Duck, Duck, Goose. The kids are the book Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh.
And the duck is, I think Rob may have said it, Richie Valentine.
Oh no.
All right. I hate you both. All right. So you're playing Duck, Duck, Goose. The kids were not Green Eggs and Ham. Your hand was Green Eggs and Ham. And the goose was Richie Valens.
God dang it!
Valens.
So close.
Although his real name being Ricardo Valenzuela. But still, Richie Valens. So no points awarded on that one. Fantastic guesses, though. So here we go. We're moving on. Number 4. Here we go. Back to Richard. You have a minute 30 on the clock, and you can use both of your players on this one. So here we go, players. 90 seconds starts now.
Saske burde sætte sig. Flup, plunk, og komme sig. Se flubera, se splushity, splushity, splushity. Og skal bare se bare. Qui se bara severa.
Oh, shut up! She a king some KDB, home she the mother, she the saddle. Oh, she's about, she's a, no, she's about, shut up, she the B, she the, she the, no kick.
Sì, però se frusche bresse sei, sprushili, se super se casava, per super se ve. Sei sibera. Chi se va? Frasche bus se fum. E super se bruste.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Oh.
All right, we'll stop it right there. All right, you got 24 seconds left. Richard, go ahead and give me a guess. What are you doing?
Okay, I am bobbing for apples.
Yeah.
The apples are Tums, and the container containing the bobbing apples is a Miss America pageant.
Okay, so you are bobbing for apples, and then the things that you guessed were being changed are correct, but then the actual things are not. So you still got. I'm sorry. I think we said 24 seconds left. You have 24 seconds left. So here we go. Begin.
Sì, se va. Subra, se fu, se bra. Tum, scoop, sap, so, fribra, se va. Se boom. Se frugera, se la buschere. Oh no, se fum.
10 seconds.
Scubra.
5.
Oh, shut up, Baba, Baba, da.
All right, that's it. Time's out. Richard, what are you doing?
Okay, I am bobbing for apples. Okay, I'm bobbing with the cast of Grease, and the apples themselves are on fire.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Rob, you get an opportunity to steal. What are you doing?
Cool, bros. I am bobbing for apples.
Yes.
The vat or the bucket the apples are in is Grease.
Yes.
And the actual apples are a starburst.
Oh. So you were bobbing for apples. The apple barrel itself was the country of Greece, but the apples were mercury.
Oh.
It was a thermometer, and then he cracked it, and for some reason drank the mercury.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's what you do in the woods.
it's not. All right. So before we move on to thing number 5, let's recap the score of which there has been no change in the score. Right now, we currently still stand at tied up at 10-10. So it's still anybody's game. Now we're going to the things 5 and 6, which means what? We're doubling the points, which means there are still 20 points on the line here. So it's still anybody's game. All right. Thing number 5 is up there. They're getting a little harder. And begin.
Oh, funk.
Esquiva. Oh, Chalamina.
Oh, skabba-baba. Wow, skibba-baba. Yeah, skabba-baba.
1 minute.
Oh, scuba.
Oh, Skibba.
Skabba. Skibba-baba, skibba-baba.
Kiramara. Basa.
Skabba-ba.
Shona.
Oh, ska.
Sharamana.
Skabba-baba. Oh, skabba-ba. Ooh, skabba-ba. Skabba. Skabba. Skabba-ba. 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 Skabba-ba.
Shabadahina Sabada.
Skabba-ba.
Shabadala.
Skabba-ba.
Shabadada.
Skabba-ba. Skabba-ba. Oh, skibba-ba-ba. Oh, skibba-ba-ba. Skabba. Skibba-ba. Yeah, skibba-bee-boop-boop. Skibba-boop.
10 seconds.
All right. I'm sorry, not hard. Rob, You have 14 seconds left. You have 14 seconds left. Hit me with it.
I am pushing a kid's face into a cake.
Yes!
That cake is the ring from Lord of the Rings.
True.
And the kid is President Rutherford.
Yeah, everything is correct except for the kid. Close. You still have 14 seconds left. Here we go, bosses. Fix it.
Skibidi-wah, esaraba, sharaba.
Skababa. Skababa. Oh, skababa. Fababa. Skaba. Fababa. Skababa. Fababa. Fa. Skababa. Skababa.
All right. Time's up. You have 4 seconds. No, time's not up. You have 4 seconds left.
Okay.
You have 4 seconds left, Rob. Take another guess. What are you doing?
I'm pushing a dumb kid's face into a delicious cake. That cake is flavored of Lord of the Ring from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
And the kid is Harding.
Oh my God! Here we go. So 4 seconds. 4 seconds to fix it. Here we go, players. Begin.
Oh! Scabba. Thank you, Jan. Scabba.
All right. Oh, I just got it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Rob, go for it.
I'm pushing some dumb kid's face into a delicious cake. That delicious cake is the flavor of the ring from Lord of the Rings. And the kid, it better be William Howard Taft.
It is.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Thank you, Jans.
For those of you at home who are wondering what just happened, David Jans, our master of keys, played Splish Splash was taking a bath, which of course is a reference to the fact that William Howard Taft famously got stuck in the White House bathtub. So there you go. Yes, Richard.
Fun fact, William Howard Taft did get stuck in a bathtub, but he's also the only U.S. president to also sit on the Supreme Court. But everyone remembers him for getting stuck in the bathtub.
Taft was a great man. Google him.
Yeah, he was also the first president to throw out the first pitch at a baseball game.
Also true.
So he
Love
did
me some Taft.
much. All right, so here we go. We got one more thing left. It could still be a very tied up game. So we will see what happens in this last round. Minute 30 left on the clock, and that is going to start now.
Oh,
Si ska bara se. Sup, si bara se. Su ska bara se. Huff. Si bara se. Hingers, flingers, smugere. Si bara se. Se ska bara super ska. Si se la busca pura. Si bara se. Splush. Oh, se blu. E le scuro para se sloop se. E la Oh,
shut up!
30 seconds.
Shut up!
All right. So you have got 9 seconds left, Richard. You got 9 seconds left on that clock. Take your guess. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm in one of those boxes that like money is flowing around. And you have to grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. The money itself is Irish fairy dust, and the box that I'm in is a swarm of bees.
Okay, so once again, you have got the activity correct, but everything just needs a little dusting to clean it up. So here we go. You got 9 seconds left. Rob, get ready with your guess. Begin.
Si bara se. Si ska bara se. Su.
5.
Time is up. Time is over. All right, here we go. Richard, your final guess of the night. Give it to me. What are you doing?
This is the exact right guess. I'm in a box grabbing money. The box itself is a tornado, and the money itself is a Irish Lucky Charm.
Okay, very close. Very close. You are catching money in that money machine, and the money machine itself is a tornado, but you do need to fix the final thing. So now over to Rob Grabowski for the final guess of the night. 10 points on the line. Rob, what are you doing?
I am in one of them money raining machines. The box is a classic tornado. And of course, the money is, if it's a lucky charm of some kind, I'm gonna guess one of them purple stars, maybe a classic green clover, perhaps a rainbow, a red balloon, maybe something else found in the Lucky Charms cereal. I have no idea.
Clover!
Oh, no, that's not what it is. Was that the word you forgot? All right, so you were catching money in a money machine. The machine itself was a tornado, and the money was Greta Thunberg.
Oh. All there. All of it was there.
Yeah, it was all there. Go back and watch it. You'll see it's all there. But that means that our winners tonight are our downtown Chicago bosses, keeping their championship title.
Give it up, 6s and 7s in the chat. That was a great match. We all learned a lot about William Howard Taft. Final score 20 to 10. Give it up for Dundee Dum Dum. That's Richard Kalis, our Sonderecker and Captain Bindi Tangerlidi. And from downtown Chicago, it's the bosses. That's Ashley Victoria, Rob Grabowski, and Captain Cynthia Kamak. And of course, your ref, Luis Cortez, David Yance on keys, me, and Mr. Ryan Ford behind the magic of it all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow at 7:30 and 9:30 for more magic. See you next time.